It's not going. Oh, yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Virtual India Sourcing Show. This is the only sourcing show that is held every month and where we bring to you vetted export manufacturers from India. I'm Meghla Bhardwaj, and I am joined by Margaret and Kevin in Australia. Hi, Margaret and Kevin. How are you?
Hi, Megla. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back again.
Yes, good to be back again. I'm so excited. I just can't sleep the night before this. I just slept for like 5 hours last night and I woke up early in the morning. I was like, oh my God, today's the day.
Well, I just can't wait for the first supplier because I was under the impression that you couldn't get such fine bone china in India or out of India. And so wait, everyone, it's going to be record-breaking information.
Exactly. It's going to be amazing. So we've got Vivek here. We've got Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi,
How's it going? Good to see you again. Mark was super excited too.
Hi.
Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just quickly go over the agenda over here, and then we'll get started. We've got the first supplier waiting backstage. So what we have for you today and tomorrow is that we're going to go for about 2.5 hours each day, today and tomorrow. We've got 4 suppliers today. And we've got a special guest, Bradley Sutton from Helium 10. He's going to be telling us how to do keyword research, especially for Q4, when you're looking for those gift-related keywords. So he's going to be talking about that. And then tomorrow, at the same time, we've got 4 suppliers, plus we've also got Samiksha from Sea Air. And for those of you who are in our group, you know that Samiksha is a freight forwarder, and she's a wonderful person as well to work with. And she's going to be telling us what's really going on the ground in India in terms of shipments and trucking and everything. So you can ask her any questions about shipments and logistics. Okay, so for those of you who have joined us for the first time today, how have we vetted these suppliers? So we've done multiple video calls with them. We've made sure that they are legitimate companies. We've also checked that they have Amazonable products. But you have to do your own research. You have to do your own keyword research at Amazon to make sure that there is indeed demand and keywords for these products. Also, we've checked their documents to make sure that they are manufacturers. And this is something that we have stressed to them, that we only want to feature manufacturers on the show. But you have to do your own due diligence and make sure that you are comfortable dealing with these companies. So we're not going to be involved in any of the transactions. We're just providing you a platform to meet with these suppliers. Also, we've tried to explain to them how Amazon sellers work, because a lot of you are new sellers. You want to start small, test the product, and then scale if it does well on Amazon. But a lot of these companies are used to working with bigger retailers and brands, so they may have higher MOQs, so just keep that in mind. Also, what we want to do is we want to replicate the trade show experience. The whole idea behind this show is not just to provide you a list of suppliers, but we want you to be able to ask questions to the supplier and the kinds of questions that you would ask a supplier at a trade show. That's the whole idea. So this has to be very engaging and interactive, and feel free to ask any questions that you have. Also, it's free for all buyers or importers or Amazon sellers to participate. That suppliers pay a fee. And we'll go for about 20 to 30 minutes with each supplier, and they will share their company profile, talk about their company, and also show their products. And as I mentioned, you can ask any questions. All of the catalogs and contact details will be emailed to you. If you are on our mailing list, you will receive them after tomorrow. But if you're not on our mailing list, if you have not received an ebook from us, then go to indiasourcingtrip.com/ebook and sign up for the ebook, and you'll be added to the mailing list. Also, we will show you the email addresses of each of the suppliers after their interview, so you can contact them directly. Some people prefer to work with sourcing agents, and sourcing agents add a lot of value. They can be your eyes and ears on the ground, and they can be your representative. They can also help find suppliers if you're not able to find good suppliers for your product. So we do have a list of vetted sourcing agents on this Google Doc over here, bits.ly/India service. I and S is in uppercase. Take note of that. And you can reach out to these service providers. We also have some QC companies and freight forwarders in this list as well. A big thanks to our partners, Unicargo. They are an amazing company. They manage logistics from China as well as India, very FBA focused. And they also do consolidation from China, which can save a lot of cost for Amazon sellers. So if you are shipping something, especially from China and also from India, check out Unicargo at unicargo.com. All right, let's get started. So let me just remove the screen here. Okay, awesome. So for our first supplier, we have Girish and Rishabh who are going to be joining us.
Good morning,
Let
all.
me just add them to the screen here. Hi,
Good
hi,
morning.
Girish. Good morning, Girish.
How are you?
Doing well. So Rishabh is joining us as well.
Yeah, it's connecting.
Let's just give him a couple of minutes. So we're so excited to have you here, Girish. Of course, you guys represent TCL Ceramics, which is one of the biggest suppliers of fine bone china in India, and you have a very, very rich history and background. So, Rishabh and Girish, first of all, do you want to maybe do a quick introduction of yourselves? How you represent the company, and then Rishabh, you can go in and start talking about how the company was started and give a bit of background, and I'll open up the presentation that you gave to us. So first of all, Girish, where are you located and what do you do in the company?
See, I'm located in Delhi and I work as a business development manager.
Okay.
Rishabh is director and he is based in head office at Baroda, Gujarat. We have two factories. One is based in Gujarat, Baroda, and second is TCL Ceramics Limited based in Cochin. This was formerly Tata Ceramics Limited. So
Okay.
now Rishabh has stake, like he's the majority stakeholder in TCL Ceramics.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so yeah, Rishabh, do you want to go ahead and start and telling us a little bit about the history, the background, and what really
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, what you specialize in? I'll go ahead and open up your
yeah,
presentation in the meantime. Yeah, Rishabh, go ahead and
yeah.
start.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for the introduction. So we've been manufacturing bone china. Yeah, we've been manufacturing bone china in India for when you have prestige brands across Europe. So some of the Dalton, Villeroy and Boch, to a few. Also manufacture for smaller popular brands like Sophie Allport. Yeah, so um,
Rishabh, your internet is
we've
not very
working
good.
on
We can't hear you very
increasing
clearly.
smaller articles, gift articles,
Mark, Kevin, can you hear him clearly?
even
No, it's
during the
breaking
lockdown
up.
period.
No. Rishabh, your internet is not very clear. So, Girish, do you want to maybe take over and talk
One
a little?
second, let me just try.
Yeah. So, yeah, we know that you are the largest exporters of bone china tableware and giftware items, and your capacity is almost 10 million pieces. And as you mentioned, you've got one factory in Kochi with 500 artisans. And of course, quality control and all is really super important. So I'm just going to go through the presentation. So Girish, you can jump in and, if you
Yeah,
want to talk about
one point I would definitely like to add for the clients that the raw material which we are using is one of the best that is available in the world, and
Right.
it's not India, it's not from China, it's from Germany basically. The
Okay.
recipe which we use has been by our clients. It has been accredited as one of the best recipes, resulting in the quality again that comes out the best in the world. So we take pride in telling all this to our clients.
Right, absolutely. And you also mentioned yesterday that you supply to Wedgwood, which is of course a premium brand, and you've been supplying to them for over 20 years.
Yeah, it's almost 24 years now. And when we started the factory at Cochin, it was the Wedgwood who guided us technically. And the factory has been set up according to the standards of Wedgwood.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So then, in terms of compliance, you've got SEDEX, Wedgwood Outsourced Supplier Organization. Okay. Do you want to maybe quickly talk about some of these?
So whatever criteria for bone china is, we are 100% like passable on all these parameters. So whether it is lead or cadmium or vibration test or chipping test, say it any test or any parameter, or we actually British standard is known as the best standard in world. So we very comfortably pass that also.
Okay. So edge chipping test, these are just some of the tests, weight of wears, dishwasher cycle. So these are some of the tests that the products pass. Metal marking test.
Is microwave safe and dishwasher safe.
Yeah. Center chipping test. So you can see like really high quality and all of these, you know, translucency test, whiteness test, metal release test. Okay, awesome. So these are some of the brands that you've been selling to.
Yeah, these are world famous brands, as you can see, Valerian, Bock, Wedgwood, Port Marion. So world famous brand. And some of these date back from 1700 year circa, and these are like family owned businesses. So see the connection and the relationship which we had with them since all these years. So that in itself shows what the quality and what the product is like.
Yes. So Susan is asking, did I hear this is lead free? So yes, it's totally
Yes,
lead
of
free,
course.
right?
Yes, it is lead free.
Yeah. Susan, absolutely lead free. Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you mostly export to Europe or you know, the
Yes,
US as
yes.
well?
Like, yeah, 90% is Europe and 10% is US, but we are looking forward to expand in US markets.
Okay. Yeah, I think there should definitely be demand in the US market as well for these kinds of products. So these are some of the institutional.
Yeah, premium. These are premium 5-star, 7-star hotels owned by Radisson, owned by the Taj Group in India, and few of them in UK and Middle East. So these all carry our dinnerware and teaware.
Okay.
See, you can see the names here. And some of the premium airlines like Swiss Airways and British Airways, we do supply to them also from our Cochin factory.
Right. So here are some other brands.
Yeah. You can see world famous brands like the names which I did not spell out earlier, like Dunoon, Churchill, Royal Worcester, Morris and Company. So these are very famous brands. Richard Ginori.
Right. So, Girish, how do your products compare with similar products from China? Because Bone China is, of course, also done in China. So, yeah, in terms of prices, quality, how do you compare?
See, we will definitely say that our recipe and our quality is best in the world, and the combined capacity of both our factories is higher than any factory in India. So that way, we have edge over production lead times and the quality. So any customer who gets in a relationship, you can see that these are very old names, and they carry out the relationship for like 20 years, 10, 20, 24 years, like Wedgwood. They have been buying since last 24 years. That shows that the quality and pricing, everything is maintained in a consistent way.
Right, exactly. If a company has been sourcing from you for 24 years, of course they are getting good prices. Girish, you're back. Let's see if your internet is better now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So Rishabh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, we sourced from China previously as well. But from China, what we consistency is not so great. You can find a product for 10 cents and you can find a product for $10. But I think we are a lot more competitively priced than the good quality factories in China. So if someone is looking for a good quality product, I think we will be the best option in terms of pricing and in terms of quality. The other added bonus now is obviously with the new tariffs and anti-dumping duties in the EU, in the UK, and in the US, we would have a much more competitive product than than other people in China.
Right, right. Totally makes sense. Okay, so let's look at, so you have a lot of products that you sell to, five-star hotels and those kinds of institutions. But of course, our audience here are mostly Amazon sellers. They'll be looking to sell these products, via Amazon or other online marketplaces. So let's specifically talk about this product line that you have, Lazaro, which I think is more suitable for the Amazon sellers in our community. So can you tell us more about Lazaro?
Yeah. So Lazaro is product that is available off the shelf, and we don't have large MOQs on this. So it could work well for gifting, and it could work well for selling over Amazon. So these are products that we could offer customers in the US. I think we'll share a few catalogs that people can refer to and just choose off the shelf.
Yeah, I am showing the Lazaro catalog to people right now. So we're looking at the tea service
the first few pages just show the whiteware shapes that are available. We can decorate these or color them however the customer wants.
Right. And so tell us about these patterns and, the designs and all, like, are they, are they developed by you, or are they done by your other customers? Like, and you also work with overseas designers, I think, to develop these designs, right?
Yeah, we do. We do. So for this example, for this design, for example, was designed by Ricardo Patrizio. This collection is called Noir. It's a really fun set. Everything is just black and white in different patterns and different designs, and it all has a hint of gold to it. So it's quite elegant, and this has been quite popular across Europe, and also in the luxury stores in India. We do a full range in this. We do tea sets, we do dinner sets, everything, mugs, gifting items. We're also going to start doing tea light holders.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So these are all of the different shapes that are available, I guess, for coffee cups and tea cups, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about this. Tell us, for people who are not really familiar with how the quality of bone china is determined, can you tell us, what exactly are we seeing over here? Like, this is really translucent. So what does this tell us about this particular cup?
Yeah, so the beauty of bone china is it's really durable and really strong, contrary to what people think. So you can make it really thin, and it'll still be very long lasting. So bone china was invented in the UK in the late 1700s, and it was invented by an English named Josiah Spode. So in his experiments, he experimented with different materials, and the real beauty of bone china is the fineness. And I think what tea connoisseurs say, the thinner the cup is, the better the tea tastes. So that's why bone china is really popular amongst the European customers and the luxury customers. So this cup that we've done, this is extremely fine. The cup is less than 1 millimeter in thickness. And because it's so thin, it's been designed in a very unique way. to give it extra strength. So this is something that we've tried to push the boundaries and see how fine we can make the cup. So we're doing a very special service like this. Most of the cups that we do are about 2.5 mm in thickness, and at that thickness, they're extremely durable. Yeah.
Okay.
So this page here, everything on this page is extremely durable,
Right.
extremely thin. Yeah.
Okay, this one. Eggshell. So it's called the series is
Yeah.
called Eggshell.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
341. Oh, so this is a. Is it like a cup and a kettle in one?
Yeah. So this is a great morning set or a great gifting set. So there's a teapot which is 450 ml, and there's a cup which is about 250 ml. So for your morning tea, it works quite well. You can have 2 cups of tea in the morning, or in the afternoon or evening, whenever you like. But this works well for one person, and it's an amazing gift as well. We sell container loads to the UK, to companies like Danone and Roy Kirkham.
Right. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful, and I can totally see, this being given as a gift to somebody who loves to drink tea. I would like to receive it as a gift. All right, so let's talk about mugs. So these are all of the different types of mugs. So again, this is just, these are the shapes that are available and the sizes. But of course, you can customize.
So, yeah. Yeah, and the end of the PDF contains a few designs that are available off the shelves, and also some examples of designs we've done for some European customers.
Okay. So let's take a look at this. I think these are, quite Amazonable, and I have seen similar products selling on Amazon. So, but the competition is not very much.
Yeah.
And I just took a very brief look at it. So, I mean, these designs are really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can totally see myself drinking tea or coffee in one of these.
Yeah, no, they're gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So then this is the jar.
So again, so all these patterns can be applied to any of the shapes.
Right. Okay. So let's see. We have a couple of questions. Let's take some questions from people here. So, so customizable, color design wise, great. Okay, so Jigger is asking, do they private label? Do we need to buy whole set or just single item? And what is the average price per item? So let's take this question a little bit. So first of all, do you private label? Yes, of course. You can make, according to people's designs, and they put their brands on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, absolutely. We can do private labels, but the quantities required for private labels and customization is slightly higher than buying product that's off the shelf.
So what would be the quantity for a customized design? And of course, it might vary, depending on the product, but could you maybe give a range or sort of a benchmark?
Yeah, so it varies based on number of design. So if there's like a fragmented large order, we could do even as little as 300 pieces per SKU. But as a totality, there would need to be it would need to be about a container. So it could be maybe about 30 different SKUs, and that's that way it would work out to be a full container.
Okay, So customized designs are at least one LCL. One FCL. That's the minimum order, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so Vivek is saying, being from the hospitality industry, I have used VB, Churchill, and others. I can definitely vouch for the quality.
Wow.
Thank you.
Mano is saying, where's my coffee? Yes. Okay, do you have fire-resistant pots?
No, so the product is oven safe to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's not for use on the stove top.
Okay, got it. So Mark is saying durability is an important facet, particularly in terms of shipping and the Amazon customer experience in receiving product that is completely intact. A combination of durability, beauty, and customization is very enticing. So what about packaging? Because these are of course very breakable. So how would you do the packaging? And I'm sure you do drop tests and all, but for e-commerce specifically, do you have a different type of packaging that you do?
So actually, for a customer in the UK, we've developed boxes that, and we ship the entire container to them, where the product is packed, ready to go, ready so that they can just put the shipping label on and send it out. We've got a special box for a single piece mug and for a two-piece mug box. And those are tested for shipping. You can throw them around. Nothing happens to the product.
Okay. Yeah, because packages do get thrown around a lot in the Amazon warehouses. Okay. So Mark is asking, can we designate the number of place settings, say 4 or 5 or 10? So you can customize according to any requirements, right?
Yeah. So typically, well, especially in the US, in the UK and in India, we sell them in sets of 6. We can sell them in sets of 4 or 5, 10 as well. That's not a problem.
Okay. So for Lazaro and the designs that we are looking at right now, I mean,
that's
these are your own.
Yeah.
So what will be
if
the?
If you go to the second last slide, you can see the gift box.
Right.
So for Lazaro, it would it's just a box. So we could do a master carton based on whatever comes in the master carton, which is if it's mugs, it's usually I think mugs. There's usually 36 mugs per master carton. So for every product in Lazaro, it would be between 24 to 48 pieces in a set. So over here, you can see the gift box that they come in. The gift boxes are quite presentable and make the product look quite premium. So we've got these gift boxes for a single piece mug, for 2-piece mug sets, 6-piece mug sets, and 4-piece mug sets, and also for the tea sets and the espresso sets.
Right. So Wendy's asking, can we use these designs? So do people have to sell under your brand Lazaro, or can they pick one of the designs here and then maybe have use the same box that you've got but put their own brand on it? Is that possible?
So again, with the customization, there's MOQs to everything. So when we print boxes, on the boxes, the MOQ is about 3,500 pieces. So that's the limitation with the gift boxes. But we're happy to look at it and to see what the customers need, and happy to work something out for them.
Okay. Or they could also, maybe if they have their own, box or packaging supplier, they could probably do the boxes themselves. Maybe they have a better relationship with a packaging supplier and
Yeah,
can get.
absolutely.
Is that okay
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So I think
absolutely.
that would be really
No,
good for
I
us.
mean, if
Mhm. Yes, go ahead.
yeah, if it's a simple white box or a simple brown box, that's something that we could do also in smaller MOQs. It's only when we have to print the box with a customized name or customized design, that's when the MOQs are slightly higher. But again, we're happy to look at this and understand what the customers are looking for and work out the best pricing or the best options for them.
Right. And you also mentioned that, so what's important to note is that these designs that we are showing over here are available for people to private label. And you also mentioned previously when we were talking yesterday that you may consider limiting the number of people you give certain designs to so that there's not too much competition for the same product on Amazon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the way we work is we generally give exclusivity on designs to a certain geography, to a certain person. So that way the design is theirs and they can sell it comfortably without having to compete um, and it just keeps the product a lot healthier. This is a fashion product at the end of the day. Besides quality, you do buy the product because of the design more than anything else.
Yeah.
So that's why we like to treat it like a fashion product.
Yeah, I think that totally makes sense. So
these
Mark,
mugs are also quite distinct.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So these mugs are all lined with we use real 24 karat gold on the mugs, and that gives it a fantastic shine. For people in the US, this would be very similar to the manufacturing process that Lennox uses. Lennox or Norita are the brands popular in the US.
Right. What is the approximate price range for these types of mugs? I know the price range varies and depends on the MOQ, but do you have like a benchmark or maybe a range? Mm-hmm.
So mugs start at about $1.20, and they go up to about $4 for a mug.
Okay.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So these gold ones over here would be towards the higher end, right?
Yeah. So these mugs are closer to they're about $2.80.
That's good.
Okay.
Wow. No,
Yeah,
that's
really
reasonable. Because they're quality plus, really. They're beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do the mugs have Lazaro printed on them?
Yes, they do. They do.
So if somebody wants to sell under their own brand, they could have that, right?
So yeah, so like I was saying, we could do some customization or bespoke, but that would need a certain volume.
Okay.
But maybe people could have like on their box Lazaro by their own brand, like so it's like a double sort of brand. So the brand on the bottom of the cup wouldn't matter. So you could actually sort of have Lazaro by your brand on the box. If you did your own boxing, that way you could get around that because then you're still selling because this is a well-known brand. To me, I think that would sell better than having just my brand name, but you could incorporate possibly the both of them. I don't know, other people might like that idea. I'm just thinking that's a way that you could do it without having to customize totally. Like then you can use off the shelf and put it in your own box and promote the Lazzaro as well as your brand. Just give it a, I don't know, it's thought.
But as Richard said, he's open to suggestions to anybody that's sort of out there, you know, looking for an opportunity as well. So he's open to all ideas.
Yeah. So Jason's asking the same question: is Lazzaro printed on the bottom of the cup? So yes, it is. But if you want your own brand printed on it, then the MOQ will be slightly higher. And that I guess they could talk to you directly and find out. Okay, can you put them in the dishwasher? Yes. So these cups are also dishwasher safe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So everything is dishwasher safe. Whatever doesn't have gold in it is safe for the microwave as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then the $2 price includes boxes?
So again, it's based on product to product. We do have a few mugs that are under $2, which do come boxed.
Okay. Does the gold come off in the dishwasher?
So if it's a 40-degree dishwasher, it's completely fine. Nothing will happen to the gold.
Okay. What is the MOQ for Lazzaro and what is the MOQ for our brand? So for Lazzaro, you said it's just, you know, it could be one box as well, right? And then if they want to put their own brand, it depends on the box minimums. The packaging minimums are usually 3,000 or so. And what if they want to have their own logo on the bottom? Mm-hmm.
So again, with customizing their own logo, we would need a volume, and so generally when we work with our existing customers, it's usually about 6,000 pieces. But I understand that people selling online would want a more fragmented and smaller quantities. So we can also look at smaller quantities if there's a larger product mix.
Right.
So for customized products, I mean, we'd look at the order as a whole and then suggest what MOQs we could do.
Okay. Maybe the price would be slightly higher, right? If the MOQ is lower, the prices would be slightly higher. So you seem to have skipped my question. Let's go over to my question. Sorry, which one was your question? So you need to, if you're watching this from a Facebook group, then you need to go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give StreamYard access to your Facebook account so that I can see your name over here. Otherwise, I just see Facebook user. Okay, what is the MOQ? So we've done this. Will the brand name be written? So I'm not sure which question you're referring to. Do you want to maybe just post it again? Okay, so it's okay to have Lazzaro under your own brand. So this is what Margaret was suggesting, Rishabh, and are you okay with that? So let's say I want, you know, Lazzaro by my own brand. Are you okay with that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Okay.
Cool. Let's say I have my own box made. How many pieces would you take for, say, no logos, just plain mugs? I think this is a very specific question. Maybe they can, you know, reach out to you directly because there's so many different, you know, like variances over here. Depends on the product, and also I think if you have very specific questions, then maybe just reach out to Rishabh and Girish directly after this call.
Yeah.
Okay, and you also have some ready stock available. So let me just open up that presentation as well. You have some products. So would you customize if I want a different shape, size, or pattern? What is the MOQ for customized orders? So yes, the different shape, size, and pattern, we covered this previously. It's a one container. So it's at least one container if you want, the shape and all to be customized as well. So that's a very high MOQ. Okay. So tell us about the stock that you have available. And so are these products from, canceled orders from retailers?
No, they aren't. Actually, fortunately, no one has canceled their orders from us.
Oh, that's
But these
great.
are all, so generally when we manufacture for customers, for example, some of them are butter dishes we made for British Airways. Um, and so when we make for British Airways, they order 100,000 pieces, but we manufacture 102,000 pieces. So we've got a few extra pieces and things like that. And these are all products which we supply to the hospitality industry and to the retail industry in India. So we have some of these available.
Okay. So these are just, plain white products mostly and for hospitality. But I think these would sell on Amazon as well. I mean, there are, I assume, restaurants and hotels who are also looking to source or buy products from Amazon, from, e-commerce.
So yeah. So actually, what we're seeing happen in the retail industry also, there's a lot of demand for whites. In fact, Macy's, Crate and Barrel, and a lot of the US retailers are doing lines called the Hotel Collection, which is specifically for retail. I think with shows like Master Chef and all these other Iron Chef and all these amazing cooking shows, I think everyone's trying to replicate the fine dining experience at home now. So I
Yeah,
think these have been quite popular for us too.
right. Yeah, these are really good.
Really nice. Yeah.
And what would be the MOQs for these, or it varies? And could you do really smaller quantities for these as well?
So again with these are all available ex stock. So we're not so we can do low MOQs on all of these. On most of them, even if it's a box, we could do a box. So this is a tea tidy. It's
Yeah,
to
what is
place a
that?
used tea bag. So
Oh,
it's called a tea tidy. So when you use a tea bag
yeah.
in your cup, just so some place where you can place it after you finished using the tea bag, and you don't get your table messy.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Beautiful.
Meal plate, salt and pepper cube. Salt and pepper cube. Oh my God, that's so cute.
So this is actually
Yeah.
So one side has salt on it, and the other side has pepper.
That is beautiful.
Wow, that is different.
Yeah.
Some
Milk
beautiful
creamer, casserole. So again, are these oven safe as well? I mean, not microwave, yes, but what about oven?
So they're okay up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good.
Salad plate, dishes, bowls. Okay.
Wow.
That's a lot of products. Yeah. So you have all of these products available, that they're readily available. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's some
So
printed.
between the two factories,
Yeah.
so
Go
we
ahead.
have a few prints also available, but those we'll send you what is available. The prints keep changing from time to time.
Yeah.
Actually, across the factories, we manufacture about close to 2,500 different shapes, depending on the customer's requirements.
Right. That's really beautiful. Okay. So let's see if we have any questions. Are these heavy? What's the approximate weight for, let's say,
No.
a dinner like this? Mhm.
No, so this is actually the beauty of bone china. Bone china is extremely durable, and a dinner plate would be less than 600 grams, for example. Whereas if you bought a porcelain plate, it would be 800 or 900 grams, and a stoneware plate would be uh, over 1,000 grams. So they're very light and they're very durable.
Wow, really nice. Okay, so CJ is asking, if people know Lazaro, they know Lazaro, why would you want to do that? It's too well known to be honored to have Lazaro. Okay, so I think what she's saying is that, you know, Lazaro is a known brand, so people would prefer to have Lazaro instead of some unknown brand from an e-commerce seller. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, usually is it better to ship via sea or via air? So of course it depends on the quantity that you are, you know, shipping. If it's a very small quantity, then sea doesn't make sense. Just ship it by air. But if it's larger, then you know, you ship it by sea. Where is your company based, TCL Ceramics? So you said you have 2 factories, right?
So one is based
Yeah.
out of
So
Gujarat, and second one is at Kochi, South India.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is brilliant. These are so, these are just beautiful. And guys, if you have any more questions for Girish and Rishabh, type them in now, and then we'll start wrapping up. Marg and Kevin, what do you think?
I just think it's
Oh,
beautiful.
it's beautiful stuff, you know. I mean, I remember my grandma and my mother all had those sort of dinner sets or cups or teapots, and when Marg and I first saw this, and we spoke to Rishabh, and the story he told us about, you know, the potteries where the in Stoke-on-Trent in England, and the potteries, and Rishabh, correct me if I'm wrong, but we were talking about the potteries. And I think Rishabh was sort of educated over in that part of the world at some stage. And then when they come back to, so when he come back to India,
Yep.
the sort of the technology. Can you just recap me on that one,
Yep.
Rishabh? The you know, versus the potteries and how you brought that technology back to India.
Yeah. So I was actually living in England. And this was right after the financial crisis, and so a lot of the factories in Stoke-on-Trent. Stoke-on-Trent is where bone china was invented, and where most of the famous bone china producers like Wedgwood, Royal Dalton, Royal Worcester, where they originated from. And so we worked with Wedgwood and with the entire team there to set up a factory in India to manufacture the same quality that was produced in the UK for so many years. So in fact, a lot of the processes are identical to what they were doing in the potteries 50, 60 years ago. A lot of it has been modernized, but there's a lot of human skill still involved in the entire manufacturing process, and that's something that can't be mechanized. So that's why it's very difficult to manufacture these in the UK now, and in India, where we have a very good skilled workforce, we can produce some amazing pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Rishabh and Girish. This was really nice. So, guys, if you want to reach out to them, their email addresses are here. And I think you'll be getting a lot of inquiries. And also, you're most welcome to join our Facebook group, and we'll see you in there as well. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rishabh.
Thanks a lot for this.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
we'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, awesome. Wait, let me. Okay, great. Those were so good. Those products were really good. Like I can really see myself. I mean, I have this sort of a cup from China, but it's ceramic. But I just love these kinds of, the designs and patterns.
Yeah, what a way to start. What a way to start. That's a really
What
good
a way-
one.
My
Yeah.
favourite black and white ones at the start, I think they've got me. I love those.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
beautiful.
absolutely. Yeah.
In the if I could just tell everybody this, in the preliminary talks we had with Rishab, he was saying he's willing to sort of mix mash a lot of those products, but it's whoever can see the opportunity to approach them. I know there's a lot of with the private label stuff, but there's opportunity if you go in behind and ask the big questions. And it's to them guys. And like he said, he'll sort of, listen and talk to anybody that wants to sort of put a few products together and put something in a box. So, yeah, great opportunity.
Absolutely. So the brochures will be sent to you after the show tomorrow. So we'll compile all of the catalogs and then email them to everybody after the show tomorrow. So make sure that you're signed up to our email list. Wow, butterflies on the plate. Yes, I love those butterflies. Can't wait to contact them. Yes, they were great. Love Bone China. Yes, absolutely. And I think they're very Amazonable. I mean, those cups and all.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
A lot of them. Yeah, but even some of those beautiful platters and type different things that they had as well. I think, once you looked in the catalogue and you could find some different serving platters and, tray type things as well, not just cup saucers and plates. But that teapot, I think that would be a fantastic gift. I mean,
yeah, the cup and the teapot in one, right?
We've missed Mother's Day this year, but I tell you what, for next year's Mother's Day, that would be a phenomenal present. I mean, that's really different.
Yeah, totally agree. So what you need to do is go to indiasourcingtrip.com/ebook. I'm just going to type in the URL over here and display it on the screen. If you've already received, if you've already received an ebook from us, then you don't need to sign up. You are already signed up. But if you haven't received an ebook, then go to indiasourcingtrip.com/ebook. Get the ebook, and you'll also be signed up to the email list. Okay, so let's move on. For our next supplier, we've got Gaurav Kapoor, who is joining us here. And Gaurav has a wonderful range of home furnishings. So there's a lot of beautiful cushion covers, rugs, bath mats. Hi, Gaurav. How are you?
Hi, Gaurav. How are you?
Hi, Gaurav.
Hi, how are you?
Namaste.
Good morning.
Ooh, Kevin. That was awesome. Did you just say namaste? I love that. I love that. Yeah, that's the way to do it, actually, Kevin.
You can't say that bit.
Gaurav, welcome to the show. So, Gaurav, you of course have your own
you.
factory in, near Delhi. So, tell us about your company and how you started and what you specialize in. And I will open up the presentation that you sent to me.
Yeah. I'll just start from the this was started by Mr. Rajkumar Khitan, who owns the company in 1976. And they started it from a place called Hathras, which is around 1 hour drive from Agra. Agra I mentioned because everyone must be knowing Agra.
Yes, and we've been there.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
year,
it's a 1 hour drive. It's a small industrial town in between Agra and Aligarh. So when we initially started in 1976, it was more for the handloom rugs. That's all hand woven, no machine, nothing that has been used in that. And growing up from there, we moved in bath mats and rugs. We moved from woven to tufted, and today we do have some automatic machines, bath mats also, like China do. But we are doing that at very less numbers, not in a big way. If we say in bath mats, our main focus is the tufted ones and the hand wovens that I'll show you once we went through the presentation. And there you can see the woven and the tufted one. And then in these we have different categories, which comes in terms of the techniques that we can implement, right, in woven as well as in tufted. Uh, after Besides this, we do cushion covers. For the cushion covers, we have our factory in Noida, and that's the way in Noida only we have our marketing office, our showroom, where I'm sitting at the moment. And basically, everything like all the merchandising part, all the documentation, design, development, marketing, everything takes place from the Noida only. And Noida, everyone knows it's just a suburb of Delhi, right? So we do knitted throws also. For these, we have a small factory in Panipat, and in this mainly we are doing the cotton ones only. And in this we can go up to like 90-inch width, which is, I guess some sound is coming. Yeah, 90-inch width, which is like not many people are having that machine at the moment in India. There are few, but not too many. So in terms, and then we have in terms of facilities, we have our own design team. We have our own machine, tufting and weaving machines. They are around 150 plus. In terms of dyeing, we have around 8 to 10,000 kgs per day. That's all in house. We are not getting it outside. Finishing and packing, that's all done in house. Multi needle machine is the one that I was talking about, uh, uh, that we have got from China. Then there is a lick coat machine. This is mainly for the backing, to provide the anti-skid to the product. Quality, obviously, we have ISO, we have got SMETA, we are Walmart compliant. Our factories have been audited by Michelin, Primark, and then there is a internal audit team, inspection team. So, in terms of bath mat, after the procurement of yarn, everything is done in house. We don't go outside for anything. But in terms of cushions, we do depend on outside, like the printing, for the computer embroidery, for the handwork. These are all the different jobs that are done. In terms of the clientele, we in UK we have our own office. Then we do South America, USA, UAE, Australia. We do in a quite nice way. So, as we are covering most of the parts around the globe, and in terms of fair, we are generally attending Him Textile and Canton Fair in China, which obviously this year we didn't went, and in October also we are not planning to go. And that's the sales thing that generally which covers our part of the
Right.
overall sales. Yeah. So.
Yeah, in terms of the markets, I think we talked about this as well. Okay, and let me play the video that you have. So you've sent over a brief video about your that shows your factory and your facilities over here. So let me just see, and you can just talk over the video and tell people what they are seeing.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's your factory, the Noida office.
That's Noida office where I'm sitting at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
This earlier we were in Delhi. We moved to Noida around 15 years back. That's the showroom. I'm sitting here at the moment.
Okay.
That's
these
the
are all
bath
the-
mat sections. This is all range of bath mats. That variety of bath mats we do. This that's my factory in Hathras. That's the outer view. That's the inner. That's the admin block there. Yarn storage. That's now this is the tufting process, that starting stage, and
What is
different process.
edging fabric?
In bath mats, when you cut the fabric, there are loose threads that come out. So to tie them, you have to use this edging.
Okay, edging.
It's a piping. You can say piping or overlock kind of a thing. They are just stitching that edge binding. This is the tufting process. In this, there are two, single and four needle. That's the padding machine. This is like a roll dyeing. That we
Dyeing.
have a small lab testing where we check all the colors. When they come, the lot comes out of dye. We check it here. That's the tumbler to dry the pieces. That's the initial checking before they went to the final finishing and packing.
Okay, let's just go
This
back.
is that hot melt packing at the back. The
Yeah.
That's the finish. This is hot melt packing. This is generally the anti-skid process we do on the bath mats.
Okay.
And US people do insist for the hot melt packing.
Okay.
That's a TPR. It's a sort of plastic granules that we use. It's quite thick. That we used on the back of the mat, mainly for the polyester one, or the bath mat that are made on polyprop back.
Right.
That's
This is the labeling.
checking, labeling, checking, everything going side by side. That's the way we store our all packing material for individual buyer. That's a metal detection machine.
And so are 100% of the products pass through the metal detection?
Yes.
And that's the packing.
Packing. That's everyone has their own sort of packing. Some have small cards, some have bigger header hangers. So it's everything is as per the customer's requirement.
I can't believe how beautiful and clean the factory is. It's just amazing.
This is a cushion unit. This one is in Noida only. It's around like 7 miles from my office.
Okay.
So that's the stitching going on. This is the finishing. In cushion, lots of processes done outside the factory. Mainly, we are doing cutting, cutting of the fabric, stitching, finishing, packing in house, because the printing we have to depend on the outsource. For the computer embroidery, again, it's all done all outhouse. Then there's a lot of handwork that is popular nowadays. That's again we have to get it done outside only, because you can say it's a small sector, small scale sector that people are indulge in some remote areas. So lots of things in hand.
For hand embroidery.
Yeah, we call it handwork. So it has got different techniques. Some bead, some with the yarn. All those things they do.
Right. Okay, I'm going to open up the other presentation that you had sent. So that's the products. And then let's go take a look at the products. There were so many products that you sent, so I have just selected a few of them, but still, we're going to be sending people the entire catalog. There are literally hundreds of products and really beautiful. And, you know, I really like the textures of these, you know, these kinds of products, the ones that are, you know, the tufted, and their tassels and everything. So very beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at this. So these are tufted PED mat. So what's PED?
That's the small mat that you are seeing with the cut. It's a in UK generally it sells with this cut size. In
Yeah.
US they don't need this cut. They do big mat and a small mat. So mainly it's for the bathroom.
Right.
They need one at the entrance, and other one is just below the seat, toilet
Right.
seat.
Okay.
And that's a two-piece. Now, these tufted bath mats, we can do multi-yarn bath mats, and then we can do the solid bath mats. In both the bath mats, we can use different techniques that I mentioned earlier. It can be with the loop or pile, it can be with the high-low effect, there can be some shaggies also. So various permutation combinations are possible in this, like this multicolor. Now this is a solid one. Now when we go to these bath mats, there are different kinds of yarn that are available in the market. One is the regular cotton yarn, in which you can say we make like 85-90% of the production. Then there are ring spun. It's a premium range of cotton, and but there are very limited customer who prefer that because of the price. Because this particular yarn is almost 2 to 2.5 times expensive than the regular yarn. Then there is a blend of cotton bamboo. There is a blend of cotton viscose also. Like in this particular piece, if you can hold it, in this
Yeah.
particular piece, we have used cotton along with the viscose and cotton linen. The viscose yarn and cotton yarn has been used. Sorry, the viscose and the linen yarn has been used uh, along with the cotton, just to give it a little premium look. So, like if we talk about the price, we can start like the most economical. We can start from 39 cents a square feet, and it can go up to $20 also, or maybe higher. In this, the cost depends on the yarn, the weight, and the complexity of the design. So, due to which things can vary. Sorry, the price can vary.
So we can have
You can
anything
have
printed.
any kind of text. You can, if someone is having want to have their brand name also, they can have. So, but obviously, because it's made on a pile, there are certain limitations. We can't do too much integrate design like we do in printing.
Right. So
So we
are they
have to
very water
consider.
absorbent? And what are the materials that are more water absorbent? Because I mean, if these are bath mats, they need to be some.
These are all majorly it's all cotton, and cotton any days have very good absorbency.
Okay.
Now the nowadays people are using these fancy stuff like tassels, pom pom, different kinds of fringes, multicolor. So it's all depend on the requirement of the customer.
Yeah.
Here,
This
if you
one's
see,
nice.
we have used. Now here it is, the base is cotton, and the white portion you see it's of microfiber, the
Wow.
polyester.
Okay. Yeah, that's really nice.
And it's like it's, you can say people are preferring some sort of fusion these days.
Yeah.
Uh, that's again microfiber. It's polyester. Uh,
Hmm.
Actually, this is one product that like this particular in terms of the yarn, we have been doing quite well for past almost 6-7 years, because China do lots of microfiber, but they are not doing the handloom one, and we have focused ourselves on the handloom one. So we have lots of range in this to work on, and there are few retailers for whom I am doing a backwall program in this microfiber.
Okay.
You can have different thickness of the chenille, and this is chenille, and you can have different thickness, tie and dye, solid, dual color. Like it all depends on the customer's theme requirement. Like you here, you see this fancy lace. In this also, you can have multiple options. You can pick from the net, or we can propose you. It's totally the choice.
Right. So
That's
what's
a
the key
reversible.
difference? What's the key difference
Sorry.
between, the microfiber mats and handloom mats? Like, what is the difference in terms of
It's more.
functionality?
It's more. No, the purpose is same to rub the feet, but it's more microfiber. It becomes a little more fashion cotton, like it's been going for ages. Uh, so that's mainly difference. Plus the microfiber generally dries up little quickly than cotton
Right.
because the fiber is light.
Hmm.
You can have a round shape or any other shape in the regular also. In wovens, you can't go for the different shapes. It has to be a rectangle or a square. But
Okay.
yes, you can have these kinds of fringes in woven also. That's with the crochet in the center.
Okay. So let's look at cushion covers. Let's see if we have any questions. So is handloom more expensive? Chris is asking. Than
Like if we compare the weave, yes, it is. But then you have a option to play around with the weight of the product. So overall, if we compare its difference, if we keep every parameter same, like the weight and we use the same yarn, then there is a difference of 5 to 7%.
okay.
Like
Do you
handloom
have
is more expensive.
okay? Do you have in-house handlooms?
Yes.
Okay. The ring spun looks like it feels really good on the feet. Ring spun.
Definitely, definitely.
Elaine is asking, are these products and designs available for private label?
Most of the products generally we do supply to different retail chains, so they are doing in under their own name. As far as we are not selling anything in our name, so you can
Yeah.
have your name.
So these designs that you're showing specifically, all of these designs are your own designs and are available to people, right? I mean, they're not your buyer's designs or something like that.
Uh, I'll check, but 99% are my own because we
Okay.
have a in-house team. It
Hmm.
might be one or two design that might have got come here.
Okay. What is the MOQ for these typically?
We need 300 minimum
Okay.
per color per design.
Okay. So let's take a look at some of the others. So these are very nice Christmassy cushion covers, and then so these are embroidered.
Now this is multiple techniques. It has got an embroidery also. It has got pom pom. It has got the handwork also.
Ah,
Nowadays, for past almost 4 or 5 years, everything that is going on is with multiple job work. Not
okay.
you like unless and until someone is going for really basic thing. Uh, there you can have a simple fabric and get it stitched. If everyone needs some fusion
Yeah, this is
or
so,
mixing of,
yeah,
it
this
has
is
got
really
lot
nice.
of work, lot
Yeah.
of work.
So this is also embroidery.
Now here in cushions we have a choice of lots of different fabrics. Like
Mm-hmm.
in cotton, firstly to start off with cotton, you have lots of fabrics like cotton duck, cotton slub, Shamrays. Shamrays generally are dual tone fabric. Then you have got almost 3-4 varieties um, in slub. Then there is a velvet, which is like a premium fabric in cotton. In velvet only, there is a viscose velvet also available. Then you have got linen, you have got cotton linen, and people do prefer polyester, felt also. Then there is and this particular is on cotton flex, which is some part is linen. So that's also a very nice fabric. Now in this, see, practically we have used almost all the techniques, the embroidery, the fringes. There is a handwork also on this. So like people do like them. Sometimes they drop it because of the cost also,
So
because
something
they
like this
become expensive.
would be, yeah. So what would be the price range for cushion covers, let's say?
This is something around $6 plus for a 18 by 18 inch or 45 by 45 centimeters.
Okay. And that's toward the higher end.
Unfilled, without the filler, just the
Okay,
shell.
right. So is this the cushion cover, the whole cushion? So
Cushion
mostly
cover, just the
just,
cover shell.
but can you provide the filling as well? I mean, or the actual
Yes,
cushion?
yes.
Yes.
No. We do both ways. We can do the shells also, and we can give it with the filler. And generally, it goes as a hand pressed. We can't vacuum it because of the handwork done on it. This.
Okay. What is the filling that's used? So Mark is asking.
In India, uh, that feather filling is not possible. So the only filling we can do is the polyester.
Okay. So does the embroidery get spoiled or shedded?
All these generally goes as a spot clean. They are not washable, and embroidery doesn't go anywhere. Though, if we are using some silver beads or gold beads or different types, they do get like uh, a little the silver or gold one get tarnished with the time. That is
Hmm.
for sure. So, but other colors they start fading off with the time. Not it's just but maybe down the year, 8 months, 10 months. But that is not fixed timeline when it will go up. Sometimes it depends on the weather also and like all those things. It depends.
Yeah. But these are natural materials. I mean, they are cotton and linen and all. So that's
No,
nothing.
linen, cotton generally we dye as per the
Mhm.
customer's requirement. Linen we generally don't prefer
Okay.
because that's a very uneven shrinkage and mainly the feel of the product get loose. And if we are
Okay.
getting it made in the particular dyed colors or something, then the cost is really sorry, the MOQs just to get the fabric made is very high.
Right. So what's the MOQ on pillow covers? Denise is asking.
Again, 300.
Okay.
Unless if there is something not on any particular fabric, like any special fabric where there are a couple of fabrics in which we have need minimum like 500, 600 meters of fabric. So
Okay.
besides that, like most of the designs, you can fit in 300 pieces.
Right.
This
So
is
are these
like a
covers dry clean only, and what kind of care is required?
spot clean.
Okay. Yeah, don't throw them in the washing machine. That will surely ruin the embroidery and everything, right?
No. That the reason is that when any product is having a multiple techniques, like you are
Hmm.
having a cotton fabric, polyester yarn to do the embroidery, you have got the handwork, then the lining is a different material. So even if it doesn't, when you wash it, then it gets different shrinkage and it gets uneven. And especially with the lots of handwork and different techniques coming on together, uh, it's not recommendable at any point of time. And moreover, these are all decorative pillows, so generally nobody washes. These are all handloom. Like the way we make bath mats, the same way we make these pillows.
Okay, these ones over here, right?
Yeah, these one.
I love you dearly.
Yeah.
That's nice. Tassel.
Actually, generally we work both ways. We have a design team who are regularly making new designs every month. Uh, Based on the themes and all those stuff that is going on. Like um, at the moment, we are working on spring, summer. Then, like the Easter has gone, and Valentine has gone. So soon we'll start working on harvest and Christmas. And in between, we do get some trends from our customers
Hmm.
for whom we do as per their requirement, we do sampling.
Right. Okay, those are really nice products. Let's see if we have any questions here. So Jason is saying two or more materials stitched together will have uneven shrinkage with any washing. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's the reason we give spot clean.
Okay. And then is the bath mat washable? That's the question.
Yes, bath mats. Yes, all the bath mats are washable except for one or two. But bath mat, 99% are washable.
Okay. So for customized designs, is the MOQ also 300?
Yes.
Okay. And then Jason is asking, go with single material or blend if you want it to be washable. So is that possible?
In blended yarn, there is no issue in terms of the washing because
Okay.
that blending is done at the fiber stage, so it's fine.
Okay. Do you also, Gaurav, have any samples in your showroom that you want to quickly show
Yeah,
us? We have a couple more minutes here. So if you have any special
yeah.
designs that you want to show to us, you can do that now.
Do you want me to show in terms of what the design bath mat looks like, what woven looks like? That way, shall
Yeah,
I show you something?
sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, just show a few.
Okay.
Mhm.
A lovely factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have
We
to
could
go
probably
there,
go.
Mila.
We could because
It's
the
not
the
far.
trade show that we attend is in
Yeah,
Noida, and so this one is not
yeah.
far
No,
from there.
Gore. I've already spoken to Gaurav. If that's okay.
You've got it all set up, huh?
We need a month, not a week next time.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly. Okay, wait. Let me just
uh,
solo
Wow.
layer.
you're visible? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
yes.
this is in microfiber, and this is a handloom thing. That's mainly the way it is being weaved. So
Mm-hmm.
generally, for a handloom or tufted, you can see the difference from the back side of the mat. This in the same technique, whether it's micro or cotton, the in handloom the technique is same, right? That was sorry, micro. This one is handloom. So
And this is
then,
without the back, right?
yeah, these are without the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Then this one is tufted, and in this you can see the. This is a designer one that you have seen lots of in the presentations. This one is the solid one. This particular one is in the bamboo, cotton bamboo blend. The difference is if we compare it with the cotton and the cotton bamboo, it is mainly the hand feel and the sheen. So the same design can be made in the regular cotton also, and it can be made in the cotton bamboo or cotton viscose, or maybe the premium cotton, the ring spun, what we say. I show you one design which has got the linen and viscose and all those. So this is on the same technique. There we have got the linen. This one is the viscose, but here they are not blended. They are running together along with the cotton.
Yeah, that's nice.
Gaurav, have you got any throws there at all?
Yeah, I do have.
Yeah, could we just have a look at a couple of those? I think they might interest people as well.
That's with the fringes. That's again a woven one, but it has got some fringes here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. The famous Kapoor family, Jason. Yeah.
Oh,
Gaurav,
That's a tie and dye
yeah.
in the tufted only. First, shall I show some cushions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. These are the ones. This one specifically is on cotton flex. It has got the embroidery all over, and then this one is again with the embroidery, but with some pom poms. Just a different technique. This one is basic printed, like a, you can say, the budget kind of a thing with the tassels along it. This one is the macrame that you had saw in the presentation. You can have it in the different colors.
That's nice.
So,
The
Gaurav, can
colors
you also do macrame wall hangings and other types of macrame products?
To be honest, I haven't done that, but that is possible.
Okay. Because we do have quite a few people asking for macrame products in our group. Like,
No, but macrame, it's basically it's the same thing. You have
Yeah.
just to add the wooden stick and to it. That's
Yeah.
not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, Bernadette is saying fabulous products, and Mary saying, I want them all, fill the bed.
This one is something that you get some textured fabric. Now these kind of product is something in which you have got higher MOQs, because these are made on order, and these are all made by the bigger mills. So they need like 500, 800 meters. So the volumes are quite high in this.
Okay. So Nikhil is asking for their bath mats. Can handloom or microfiber have
Yes,
anti-skid bags?
we can do. But on a handloom, the impact is comparatively less than what it is on tufted, because handloom on the back, depending on the design, some are sometimes it's a little uneven. This is all with the hand.
Is this a okay?
That's
This is also
on cotton
cover,
velvet.
right?
Yeah. Actually, it's without the filler.
Yeah. Do you have any throws, Gaurav, that you
Like-
can show us now?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay. And then Chris is asking, do you also have any jute product? Yeah, Wendy, they are pretty nice. I really like how there are different textures on each of the products. I think that's very cool. And the different finishes and the textures.
These are the throws.
Oh, they're beautiful.
In this, I have done for some customers throw along with the cushion covers also. So
Oh, right.
if you keep the design common, you can have the cushion also for the same.
So what material
Now-
are these made from?
These are 100% cotton, and these are like fine cotton.
Mhm.
This way, and here we have added some fringes to it.
Right. And this is just printed cotton, right?
No, no, no. That's all yarn dyed, no print.
Okay.
This is a jacquard technique.
Mhm.
So if you take in a dual color, you can generally throws can be used both ways.
Yeah.
So you can have a different patterns, but that something is little on the expensive side.
Yeah. Mary saying lots of good choices. And Mark is saying showcasing them up close like this is quite helpful in having a better idea of scale, texture, and material. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sure.
I want to touch and feel. Yes, that's when we go to the trade show. That's the
We all
biggest.
do.
Yeah. Okay. Do you do
And
jute as well? Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. He's in the showroom, Margaret. So he's go and bring
I
in.
just want to get into that showroom and run around it. It's huge.
Yeah.
We've been on a tour the other night.
He sells everything back there.
Yeah, Chris, he's just gone to get one of his jute products from the showroom. So Elaine is asking organic certified cotton. Yes, we're gonna check with him.
Mark's on his way to Delhi.
Yeah.
this is in jute. Again, this is all hand loom. You can have the natural color. This is a dyed one. That's another option. You can have those flat ones also. That's
Wow, can you show the pink
cotton
one again? The
with
pink one again?
jute. Okay.
Oh, the video is a bit patchy now. Wow, that's really nice. So this is all jute, right?
Wow.
It's
Yes.
different.
That looks like there's been a lot of work in that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So is the jute a lot more expensive, Gaurav?
Jute, yes, it is expensive because in the jute also there is lots of variety.
But is jute very rough? And is it absorbent?
Yes. Not that much because it's more, used more for the rugs, not for the bath mats.
Right. So,
Okay.
Then
okay,
you have
Elaine is
some
asking, do you
basic
also
flat
do
wave.
organic certified cotton?
Yes, we do have.
Okay.
Like any pattern, we can make it in organic. It's just that the particular organic is particular yarn that you have to take from the certified mills, and they provide you the certificate of that.
Okay. Fantastic. This is awesome, Gaurav. The products are really beautiful. We just want to come to your showroom now. Mark is on his way.
That's a few more.
Oh, look, there's another one. Wow.
Yeah.
So what would be some of the lead
Like
time for those items, Guru? What sort of lead times would you have?
Firstly,
Just give us a
generally we need 60 days. So 60 days. So generally in that most of them are covered. So besides that, if there are like more like if there are too many designs, we might need 70 days also. But most of the time, we fulfill our orders in 60 days time, considering the minimums that we ask.
What about packaging for some of that stuff? If people wanted to put sort of, I don't know, if it was a bathroom.
Yeah,
set.
you can. For a bathroom set, generally people take two with a header hanger, and if it is an individual mat, also sometimes they take with a header hanger. But at the time, most of the retailers are going with a small cuff card, which has mentioning all the detailings of the product and They don't want to spend too much on the packaging.
Yeah.
There are certain retailers who spend like more cost on the packaging rather than the product, but
Right.
it depends on the like customer to customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah. I mean, obviously
I
for
can show
Amazon, it
you
didn't need to be in
the
plastic.
Yeah. So that's Gaurav's email address, kapoor@krishnacorp.com.
He's
So
just
guys,
got, he's
if you
just
have
going to find
this
some
is
more. He's got some more.
Oh, right.
this is a header card.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can have a mat or a two-piece set this way. Like,
right. So someone is asking, how does embroidery do in USA? Like, do you get a lot of orders for embroidered products
ah,
for the US market?
actually, in cushions, my main market is US. I'm
Hmm.
doing for many retailers there, and most of them are buying the woven ones. Embroidery is doing really well, but it's not just the embroidery. It has got the little bit of mixture of techniques like the embroidery, the handwork, print with embroidery. So
Right.
individual technique is not doing that well, but you need a mixing of technique.
Okay. I think that's what makes the product very unique, right?
Yeah.
And also differentiates because there's, I mean, cushion covers and all there is just so competitive and there's so many of them out there. So you want to make sure that you're kind of differentiated, and especially for the, ones coming from China, because, they are first maybe more competitively priced. So you have to have
Like
something.
China, what China,
Yeah.
where the our product like China is more becomes quite monotonous in their technique. Then you see the same thing at each and every like the stall that you visit in the fair, but or the showroom. But what happens when you in India, even if we are selling the same product, but you will find a lot of variation. And
Right.
because of this facility to make to have different technique, it helps us to create something new every time. Like we are every month making almost uh, 30 to 40 new designs in cushions, and then in bath mat almost 20 to 25 designs. So
Right.
there's a lot of scope to do comes up with different options.
Awesome. Well, Gaurav, thank you so much for your time. It was really nice seeing all of the products, and we hope we can visit your factory and your showroom sometime in the near future. So, yeah, guys, this is Gaurav's email address, and of course, all of the catalogs will be emailed to everybody. All right, Gaurav, thank you very much. You have a good day.
Thanks,
Thanks a
Rekha.
lot, Gaurav.
Thanks.
Your time.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Beautiful.
That was really good. Yeah. And we are running behind schedule again.
We always run behind schedule.
I get carried away. Okay.
I'm
So
used
we've
to
got
it.
Arjun and Kashif waiting for us. And then we've also got Bradley. So let's get to the next one. So Arjun, you have to wait a little bit backstage because we've got Kashif first. Okay. Hi, Kashif. How are
Hi,
you?
ma'am.
Hi,
Hi, how are you,
Kashif.
Kasha?
Nice to
Hello.
see you again.
Yeah, so Kashif is from Alicia's International, and he has hand embroidered products that I thought was so beautiful and just so very unique. So Kashif, tell us about your company and what really you specialize in, and I will go ahead and open up the company file that you had sent to me.
Yeah. I'm Kashif from Alicia's International, and we are the manufacturer and supplier of hand embroidery products. And I'm from Bareilly, and Bareilly is just a 4-hour drive from Delhi. And Bareilly is a hub of hand embroidery. So um, we are manufacturing all kind of hand embroidery products, and we are specialized in Christmas theme also and festive themes. And we are
Mhm.
manufacturing the hand embroidery cushion covers and hand embroidery stockings and the ornaments. We are making the beaded bags also and the iPad sleeves also.
Right.
And
So you said Bareilly
these
is
kind
the
of
hub
products.
for hand embroidery. So are they
Hand
like,
embroidery.
a lot of people at home and artisans and, clusters
Yes.
that do these hand embroidery? Like, how does it work there? Can you explain to us?
Yeah, you can say that a small cluster, you can say that because as I would like to share that we are supporting the women and men in the villages. They are doing the hand embroidery from the comfort of their homes. We are providing them the work and they are doing at their home and giving back to us. And
Right.
there are so many companies also here. Yeah.
Mhm. So are there a lot
And
of like are there a lot of companies doing hand embroidery in Bareilly? Like, is Bareilly the hub for hand
yeah,
embroidered products? You would say?
yes, you're
Mhm.
right. So
Okay.
and it's about our story. We founded in 2009 Alicia's International, and Alicia's International has come a long way from its beginning. And when we first started out, our passion for handicraft dough was to start our own business. And when we first started out, we were doing the third-party manufacturing for the exporters. So for doing something new in our business, we decided to go beyond our limits, and we took our first step towards export. So now we are in the business of export, and we are the proud member of Export Promotion Council of Handicrafts in India.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we've covered this already. So
Yeah.
it's handcrafted
Yeah.
products, and you can also do
Yes.
private label. Okay. So these are
Yes.
some of the products.
Yes, Christmas tree ornaments we are making. All the products are handmade and 100% hand embroidery we are offering. And we are manufacturing the Christmas tree ornaments and stockings, tree skirts, and the cushion and throw pillow covers we are manufacturing. And nowadays we are manufacturing the other category, which is the fashion and bridal collection of face masks, which are now really very trending nowadays.
Yeah,
And all
absolutely.
type of patchwork we are doing for the wall hangings and for the aprons also. And
Yeah.
the export market is the US is mostly because our hand embroidery products are going there and very well going there. And Australia and Europe is also there.
Okay. So tell us, what
Yeah.
is the difference between hand embroidered and machine embroidered products, Kashif, and why should people care about hand embroidered products?
Yeah, you can see that the machine only is yeah, operated, and uh, it is you can see it is manufactured only sequence. And in the whole life of my business, I didn't see that it can stitch so many materials at the same time, and it cannot do the French wire or the bullion wire and the glass beads and sequence at the same time in a single particular product. You can see here in this product. So we are using at the same time 5 different kind of material in this product. And you can see here we are using the French wire, bullion wire, and the stone chain is also there, and pearl beads are there, and the lace we are doing. So a machine cannot do different kind of materials at the same time. A single artisan can do all these things at a time. So it is a big difference between this machine embroidery and hand embroidery. And if you'll go back before in the ancient time, so the kings and the emperor wore the apparel of the hand embroidery. Yeah. So it is
Yeah.
the major difference. It's a hand embroidery Christmas tree ornament. And here we are using the French wire and bullion wire, and there is the stone. It is also made of bullion wire and French wire made of hand embroidery.
That's so unique and so different, right? I mean, compared to
Yeah.
the other like regular Christmas ornaments that you
Yes, right. It's
find.
a different kind of segment. You can say that it's a really very premium work. So people
Yeah.
like in US and Europe and Australia also, this kind of work is going really very well.
Right. So this again is Christmas
It's
ornament.
a Christmas
Mhm.
ornament. And it is, and I would like to share all type of the custom sizes are available. Whatever the size you want, you have your own pattern or designs. We can manufacture all types of work for you if you have
Okay.
your design or pattern.
Right. And typically, what is the price range for these types of Christmas ornaments? I mean, of course, it
Yeah,
depends on the materials, and so many things affect the price. But
yeah,
typically, what
it
is the
is.
price range?
Yeah. It is started with the 80 to 90 cents to one, starting with you can say the $1 to go up to the maximum price.
Okay.
And we can manufacture these types of set of 5 or 10 if you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, these are the ornaments. All and the size is about 10 centimeters. This is another very good kind of product,
Yeah.
all handmade. And we are using here the French vase, glass beads, and different kind of material.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is
Very
also a
good.
set of 5 if you need,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a colorful range, you can say. And we are using here the different kind of material, 5-6 kind of materials we are using at the same time in this ornament. We are using the glass beads, stones, and thread, knotted work. All are the hand embroidery.
Yeah. Very unique.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the our stocking collection. It is about 20 inches stockings in size, and we are also using here the material there. It is in the first one is 101 is in velvet fabric, and
Mm-hmm.
here we are using the glass beads, and French wire is there, and fur hem is there, and in second one we are using the sequins and glass beads in this article.
Right.
And
So
size is
that.
customizable size are also available. You are
Mm-hmm.
if you need a smaller size or bigger size, and it is an standard size.
Right. So, what is the lead time for these products, Kashif? Because let's say some people, if they want to order for this Christmas season, do you think it's too
Yeah,
late to do any orders, or can you still do orders for Christmas
yeah, we
season?
are doing the orders, and the time is about will take up to 10 weeks for these kind of products.
Okay, so that's that's over
Yes,
2 months.
yeah, about 2 months we can say.
Would that be too late, Margaret, to send in for Christmas? Right?
No, look, it should be
Amazon.
okay. I mean, because these things probably sell from mid-November to, the first week of December. It's probably the peak time.
Mm.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got noise in my background. My neighbour's making noise. That's better.
Okay, we can't hear it. Beautiful, rich golden colors. Yeah, I really like the
Thank you.
purple and golden one.
Thank
Mary
you.
is saying the detail is beautiful. Okay, so Mark is asking, is 10 centimeters an average gauge for size of ornaments, or do you have some that are substantially different from that size?
Yeah, we have the distance kind of gauges are available. If you are asking about the 10 centimeter we have, and the standards most of the 10 centimeters and 15 centimeters and go beyond of these sizes. And it is
Okay.
in 10 centimeters, about 4 inches.
Okay, so standard is 10 centimeters, but
Yeah,
you
and
can.
it is, yes, yeah. And it is stuffed with the fibers we are using for the stuffing.
Okay. Okay, that's really nice. So Christmas ornaments, and then you also
Yes,
have
the
cushions and
Christmas
throw
stockings. Yes.
stockings, and then
Yeah. This is our cushion and throw pillow covers, and all are the handmade designs, and it is really very famous in the US and Europe also. And the big e-commerce companies like Macy's, Big Bad Bath and Beyond, and Mayfair, you can check it out. They are selling these kind of hand embroidery products, and they are selling as a really very premium kind of products there on their sites.
yeah,
And on Amazon you can also see that these kind of ornament it are being sold all over the world.
right. So are these sequins, the reversible kinds? When you like
No, these are the
These are
symbols
not
as shown in the
simple ones.
images, not
Okay.
not reversible.
Okay. Can you do those, the reversal ones, or no?
No, not at all.
Okay. Happy everything.
Happy
There,
everything.
covered everything.
Yeah. Yes, we are using there the sequence and the glass bead in this article. And also in the second one is we are using the glass beads. Yeah, this is our royal and luxury products range, and it is pure Zardozi. It is.
So tell
And
people what is Zardozi, Kashif. People don't know.
Yeah, Zardozi is a kind of art that very few people are doing this art, and it is stitched with a needle. They take. If you'll see that a machine can take only 5 minutes for stitching and embroidery that, but for this only particular masterpiece, a artisan can take up to 10 hours. They do it with a needle.
So what
With different
exactly
kind of
is
material.
Zardozi?
Zardozi is just it is a kind of embroidery. Zardozi.
Type of embroidery. Okay.
Yes, it's a high-end products, we can say that, and premium quality products, because they take too much time for this for a particular stitch, and they are putting there the French wire, bullion wires, and different kind of premium material they are putting there and stitching. So we can say that it is a very premium products. And it's
Right.
our face mask range. Fashion face masks are there, and in this
These are
fashion
nice. So
face
they have
mask we are
sequins.
using we are sequins or the glass beads for the parties if you are giving, and these types of get-togethers.
And if you want to get married
Yeah,
during
yeah,
COVID,
it's a bridal
Yeah,
covered.
right.
face mask.
That's novel.
Yes, so
You thought of everything.
Yeah.
yeah. So it is our bridal collection face mask, and it is our festive theme collection. So in festive themes, we thought that we should go with this idea of the Christmas theme in the face masks also. And all the
Right.
masks are 3-layered face masks.
Okay, let's see. We've got
Yes.
some questions. So what is the MOQ for, the different products?
Yeah, if first of all, I would like to share there are some new sellers on here and some olds. So what we decided that the minimum order should be in value about $1,000, and for these new sellers, we are offering something new for their benefits. We are offering the minimum MOQ with the unit wise. And if you want this kind of cushions, so you have to place the order only 50 pieces. And if we are talking about the hand embroidery ornaments, so we are accepting 200 pieces for the particular design. And we'll talk about these kind of cushions. You can place 50 pieces each design.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Really
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so you have to account for shipping time. If ocean, it's not going to make it for Christmas. Yes, Denise, I think you're right. So if it's 2 months
Yes.
time for production, then sea shipping. Yeah, yeah.
Shipping. Oh, you should get in early November. You should still get in
Yeah,
early
shipping
November.
can take too much time. We can ship by
July,
the air
August.
also.
Yeah, yeah, because these are small items, so and they're
Yeah, it
pretty
is.
light. So
We can
air
send
is good.
by air. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, in fact, air would be better for these items. Unless you're
Definitely.
yeah.
Yes, right.
Okay, how are they packaged? Yeah, what's the packaging
Yeah,
like?
yeah. We are offering you the customized packaging if you need, and you can see here the ornament set. So this ornament set will be in a portly bag. You can say a small bag, colorful bag, and you can put it on this and sell on the Amazon on any other platform. And
Do you have a sample
standard pack.
of the bag with you,
Yeah.
Kashif, to show?
Which product, ma'am?
Do you have a sample of the bag to show
Right now I don't have.
right
Right
now?
now I
No.
don't
Okay.
have.
Do you have any
And
samples that you want to show
yeah, I
to
would
us
like
over
to
here?
show a few of our products, ma'am.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Sure.
yeah, we have this cushion cover. You can see that it is about 16 by 16, ma'am. 16, and it is made of glass beads and the different kind of thread material. And we
Right.
have another Christmas tree cushion cover. It's a using we are here the glass beads in this cushion covers, and we have some other. This is the Canadian sign is there.
These are sequins. Is that sequins?
Yeah, all yes, all made of sequins, and the outer line is of glass beads.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have some other ornaments also. You can see here this ornament.
Can you show the back of that
Yeah,
ornament?
back. Yeah. It's a back.
Ah, okay. So it's stuffed like that.
Yes, it is stuffed.
So this is a 10 centimeter one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this kind of products. Yeah.
Nice.
Santa and the premium range of these kind of sparkling items we have. And if you have your own design or pattern, we can go for that, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible with the final kind of products.
Yeah, so someone is asking, what is the MOQ if they have their own design for embroidery?
Same as I share with you, if you are talking about these types of hand embroidery Christmas tree ornament, we are MOQ is 200 pieces each design. And if you're talking about the Christmas tree, if you're talking about the hand embroidery cushion covers, so we are accepting 50 pieces each design. And about the stocking also, we are accepting 50 pieces for the Christmas tree stocking also.
Okay. And that is for customized designs as well, right? Any design?
Yeah, definitely. We'll accept.
Okay. Mark wants those happy everything pillow upon arrival at Delhi.
Sure.
Yes. We'll put it in your goodie bag, Mark. I think that's a good idea.
Really, I'll see you.
Okay. Margaret is saying face mask as fashion.
As a fashion, it's a trend. It's a trend nowadays.
Hope it doesn't continue for long, seriously. Okay, Brenda is asking, how much are the masks?
How much are the masks for the? You are asking for the MOQ. If you are
No,
asking
the
for
price.
the MOQ, the price. If you are asking, it is if the bridal collection goes with the $2 to the maximum price range, and the plain one is $1, and we have the simple one. It is 50 cents or 60 cents. The simple 3-layer mask. I would like to show you this kind of. This you can see here, this kind of, it goes from 50 cents to $1. These kind of 3-layer face mask, printed face mask. Yes.
Right. What else do you have to show us? Do you have anything else to show us, Kashif?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we have the stocking also. This kind of unity color flag. You can see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so stylish.
Yes, yeah. It is a unity flag. You can see here. We have put in this, and we have another design also. We are doing the things in this kind of. It is felted wool. On felted wool, we are giving felted wool fabric. We are giving the hand embroidery.
Ah, yeah, that's good.
Yes.
What size are your
Christmas?
Sorry, Margaret, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, what size are your Christmas tree skirts? The skirts that you have?
Right now it is in the pattern. Christmas tree skirts are there, and right
the
now
size
I have these
typically?
kinds. These kinds
What's
of
the
products.
size?
Right now I have.
No,
What's the size of the skirts?
These stockings. You're
No,
asking
the
about?
skirt.
Christmas tree skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is about diameter is about 30 inches. We have at 16 inches we have, and if you have the customized size, so we can manufacture according to you also.
Right. Okay.
So CJ is asking, are the masks 3 layers?
All the masks. Yes, right. All the masks are 3 layers.
Yeah.
3-layer masks.
They're 3 layers, but they're not necessarily medical masks as such, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, awesome.
And I would like to share with the new.
Go ahead.
I would like to share something with the I would like to share something with the new sellers as well as with the old one. Just do one thing. I will suggest with the new sellers. Just research something on the big giants like the Macy's and the Amazon. You can go there and just research something about the hand embroidery products, and you can see that they are doing really very well with these hand embroidery products, because they are selling these kind of product as a really very premium products. Just do their research and get back to me, and we'll provide you as much as samples and designs and patterns we can provide you.
Right. So Denise is also asking, what materials are used for the tree skirts?
Yes, in the tree skirts we are using the felt wool we are using, and the cotton, linen we are using, and the woolen material we are using in these tree skirts.
Okay, so different options.
And we are doing yes, options are available there.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I really like about these products that you make, Kashif, that there's just so much creativity that people can put into these products, and just mix and match different designs and come up with something that's totally unique,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes, as you know, India is very famous for the playing with the colors.
Yeah. Yep. Colors and also textures and fabrics.
Textures and materials we use. That's things.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, guys. So this is Kashif's email address, info@alishaasinternational.com, and we'll of course send you all of the catalogs after the show. So reach out to Kashif if you're interested in sourcing some of those beautiful Christmas tree ornaments. All right, Kashif. Thank you so much for your time. It was really nice talking to you and seeing your products.
Thank you, Kashif.
See you, ma'am. See you, sir. See you,
ma'am.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. That was so beautiful. I really like those Christmas tree ornaments. Yeah.
A lot of those things, they've been made with a lot of love and sort of care, haven't they? And the people, think about the people who've made them.
Yeah. Exactly. I think these sorts of things also could have, a story behind them. So, I mean, I'm just thinking if you want to create a brand around this, you could probably have one of those artisans put in their name in the packaging and, with a photo or something, or say that, so-and-so person made this piece, and that just makes it so much more special.
Yeah, you could even have in your enhanced brand content, a photo of them sort of handcrafting them somewhere, in a village or something, and make it a real brand story. And, I think, it's a unique selling point. You're not going to sell millions, but you're going to sell, more steadily a different variety of, a few products. It's one of those.
And you can charge a premium for them as well. I think that's what you can do. You can charge a premium for them.
That's right.
I was just going to get Santa in a 3-layer mask and put him on a box.
Yeah.
Put a picture of Santa on the box.
Bradley has joined us here, so we're running a bit late.
He's early. He's early.
No, he's not early. He's on time. We're running late.
Oh, we're running late again.
Maybe we can invite Bradley on the stream here. Hi, Bradley.
Yeah. Hi, Bradley.
Hello.
So, Bradley, we have one more supplier to talk to before we come to you. Do you want to just join in, the conversation with the supplier?
Yeah, I'm just here trying to be European and sipping tea. So we got Australia, we got Asia in the house, so I'm going to represent Europe and North America. And
I'm representing Helium 10 today, Bradley.
Look at that.
Wait a second.
Hey. I love it.
There we go.
You're going to make Margaret and Kevin jealous, though.
Wear this.
Yeah,
I'm going to wear this.
Because we've only got the old branded Helium 10 stuff.
Those are collector's items now.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Those are going to go for big money on eBay in a couple of years.
Well, I'll keep it in my wardrobe then.
But then we didn't have, Marg and Kevin didn't have the new T-shirts, so we didn't wear those. Okay, so Bradley, we're going to talk to the next supplier for about, a few minutes here, and then we'll go into your. So you stay here, and if you have any comments on the products or you have any questions for the supplier, go ahead and ask them.
Sure.
So I'm going to add Arjun from Coco Tuft over here, and Arjun is actually coming back to our show over here because his products were in really high demand, and he was getting so many inquiries from people, and people are also doing drop shipping and all. So we invited Arjun back because they have some new products to show us, and they also are going to do a tour of their factory, or they've done a recording. So hi, Arjun. How are you doing today?
Hi, Megla. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Megha. Hi,
Hey,
Margaret.
Raja.
Hi, Arjun. Good to see you again.
We have to first of all thank you for providing a platform in which just 15 minutes of webinar gave us so much exposure. We have had almost 100 inquiries.
Yeah.
Wow.
So much of newness.
Yeah,
That's
and
incredible.
Overwhelming
yeah,
amount of response.
the size of the market was, all those inquiries were small, but very special, focused people, and it was fun working with them.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah,
your products are so unique, Arjun. And I mean, that's the thing.
And,
You guys are just so different.
Yeah, people are calling us like midnight and morning because all over the world.
Oops. Okay, so Arjun, go ahead and show us what do you have. You have some new products that you wanted to show us, and the video also.
Yeah.
So go ahead and share your screen, and it's all you now.
I'll quickly run through an introduction for the people who haven't seen our part 1. Then I'll jump into the new line of products.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Share screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add it here.
Yep.
Yeah, can you see my screen? Yeah, so
Yeah.
we are called Coco Tuft. Coco Tuft is our is a 100% export-oriented unit. We are part of a 100-year-old group. We started in 1917, and this is the factory that we are currently live streaming from. It's spread over 10 acres of land and 150,000 square feet of manufacturing area. We focus on doormats and carpets made from natural fibers. So coir is a fiber made from coconut tree, and that is a main material that we use for doormats, printed doormats to be specific. It's 100% eco-friendly. We also make doormats from natural rubber, which is also very popular. And natural rubber doormats can be used for home as well as industrial mats. Another carpet that is hugely popular with us is jute rugs. Jute is also 100% natural. It is a dried leaf of jute plant that is used for weaving carpets. It's very popular for indoor carpets. We have automatic looms in our factory for weaving these looms. We also have a design studio in Boston, who's headed by Larry Traverso. He's considered as the father of printed doormats. He's been working with us for the last 40 years. And he helps us curate specific regional state programs for the US, as well as other clients across the world. So this is an example of some state-specific customized printed programs that we're doing with leading retailers like Home Depot and Target. So each doormat has a specific customized design. But even though it's a generic looking doormat, it is customized for a specific target audience. We can also adapt trends onto rubber mats, like you see over here. So usually rubber mats you see in the supermarkets look very boring. So we have in-house design team that can make these doormats adapt to current trends and inspirations from other sectors in the same store. We also can adapt trends onto different constructions of doormats, like you see here. A couple of the first doormats are coir. One is coir and rubber, and the last one is 100% rubber. These are bath mats made from polypropylene. We can also make bath mats into trendy, trend-driven designs. We also do pure customized one-off doormats for drop shipping orders. So if a customer gives us a 100% customized doormat for drop shipping, we can print against demand within 24 hours and drop ship to any location across the world with door delivery guaranteed within 5 days. This is becoming hugely popular with our Instagram shop sellers, Amazon sellers, and individual website sellers, and also sellers from stores like Etsy. These are some of the different purely customized designs that we are working with. So this is a brief description on what we do. So we do customized printing and 5-day international door delivery. And that 5 days plus the probably 24 hours for us to print against demand. Within 6 days, your customer receives this doormat.
And how much does that cost, Arjun, approximately?
Approximately $35, including shipping. So the $35 includes our print on demand, DHL express delivery, all your customs clearance, everything. $35 it receives to your customer's doorstep. And to give an idea, our customers resell this at $75 to $100, and people pay because it is a purely customized doormat, and they can give their size, they can give their design, and this is very popular with logos. So stores and companies want their logos to be printed on their entrance doormat, and they simply cannot go to a shop and buy it. And if they place it within 6 days, they have delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, and our doormats are PVC free, eco-friendly, Ocotex certified. So we have because the entire market is driven to an organic culture, our portfolio just fits in perfectly. Even though we've been doing this category for almost 102 years. So these are some of the pros and cons between synthetic mats and eco-friendly mats. And printed doormats do fade because they are printed on natural fibers. So for customers who wants an anti-fade, long-lasting doormat, we can also flock. So flocking is basically application of velvety material as designs. So we can do that, and we have a fully automatic machine to do that. And then we also have a sector that is industrial rubber mats. So we do gym flooring, we do anti-fatigue flooring for garage flooring. So if you're looking at that category also, we can serve. This is the hot segment that is opened up after the COVID lockdown. People are coming to us and asking for our rubber mats and our bath mats to be used as sanitization mats. And in the last 3 months, we have shipped at least 40 containers worth of sanitized mats to US and Europe alone.
Wow,
So,
how does that work?
Yeah, so I'll give you a small video.
If you want, so that you can talk over it.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different versions of that. So if you want for a entrance of a building, we can do large sizes. If you want for a home, we can do small sizes. So basically the idea is you have a well within a rubber mat, you pour the sanitization liquid into it, you place a sanitized material water absorbing pad onto it and you wipe over the wet area, then you wipe over the dry mat in front of it. That's the whole idea. So we have different options. So this option is ideal for a home or a personal office. This is for slightly more high traffic area, for probably a doctor's outpatient area. This is good for an apartment. This is a simple, very economic option. Just you can just buy 2 mats, probably about $2 each. For $4, you have the solution. This is again 2 colors if you want. And basically, you can use this doormat as a regular doormat after the sanitization period.
Post-COVID period.
Post-COVID period. So it's like a versatile product. And I'll show you a heavy doormat.
Somebody's asking here, what is the size for the $35 doormat that you were drop shipping? What's the size for that?
It's 45 centimeter by 75 centimeter.
18 inch by 30 inch.
18 inch by 30 inch for US size.
Okay.
Yeah, and for sustainability, we have an RO plant inside. Our company is running on about 30% on solar. We're heading towards 100% solar energy. So our products are in 2022 will not have a single percentage of carbon footprint. And we do all our waste disposal in a government and private public partnership area so that we dispose our waste responsibly. Water treatment is also done in a similar fashion.
Right. So Susan is saying this is just good to use regardless of COVID to keep the house cleaner. Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
retailers are coming and buying this from us, but they're not branding it as sanitized mats exactly for the reason that this is a good cleaning mat, basically. So it need not be a sanitization. But if a customer wants to pour sanitization liquid into it, it will hold it because it does not leak. And you can hose it down in the evening, basically with water. Nothing happens to it.
So did you have another video to share with us, Arjun, over here?
Yeah,
Okay.
so for the customers who haven't seen how a coir mat is made. So,
Do you want to mute the music?
so this is where we are from, Alleppey, and the coconuts are plucked from the coconut tree. Then these coconuts are collected. Then you put the coconut into this machine to take off the husk, and you separate the husk and the kernel. Then you put these husks into the defibering machine where you take off the fiber from the husk, and the fiber is then put into a machine to spin it into yarn. Once you make it into yarn, we have automatic machines that can make the yarn into doormats. So those yarns are feeded into the machine, and then it is cut and tufted onto a PVC backing or a eco backing. And the machine makes these mats in rolls. And then you can cut it into whatever size you want. And then if you want bright designs, you bleach these natural coir. It becomes white coir. And then for printing, we use traditional stencil printing because coir has about 15 millimeter thickness and the dye needs to penetrate. So you cannot do digital printing. So if you want 4 or 5 colors, you need 4 or 5 separate stencils. And this is the flocking machine that I was talking about. If you want fade-proof mats, then you flock. Flocking is basically applying nylon and printing. Then we hand QC it and we pack it according to the customer's needs. And these are the different designs that we can do. The level of designs, considering the fact that the stencil printed is just amazing. And this is the factory that we are currently talking from.
Beautiful. So Brenda's asking, how much is the sanitized combo mats? What was the price? Did you mention that?
Yeah, so sanitized combo mats range from $5 to $50, depending upon the size and the number of mats.
Okay. Susan is saying, I love these mats from coconuts, made from coconuts. Great idea. Yeah, they're just so eco-friendly and, very, very creative kind of product. And so yours is one of the few factories in India actually that can do these types of mats, right?
Yeah, we are the largest exporters of coir, rubber, and jute doormats from India. This year, officially, according to the statistics of Government of India, we're the largest exporter. Last year we exported 3,100 containers worth of goods from India. Yeah, and so.
And you're also one of IKEA's biggest suppliers from India.
Yeah, we are. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been supplying to IKEA from 1964, largest and oldest supplier from Asia. But since 2000, we had to diversify and start new companies because IKEA was using 100% of our capacity. So now we supply to 86 countries across 120 different clients. And the top 15 clients are leading chain stores like Home Depot, Target, Lidl, Aldi, Crate and Barrel, Tesco, Walmart. So that chain store business is a chunk of our business. However, since we are since about 2015 onwards, we've been supplying so much to Amazon sellers that has also become our automatic research and development wing, because Amazon sellers want newness. They constantly look for what is not in the market, and they want to develop it. So we've been helping those individual sellers to develop new items, and that is exactly where we are here now.
Right. And what's the MOQ for some of these products?
MOQ, we can do as low as 50 pieces. As low as 50 pieces. Obviously, the price for 50 pieces will be slightly higher, but then we can support in any fashion.
Right. This is a winner, eco-friendly, CJ saying. Does Arjun have ready stocks? Yeah, do you have any ready stocks, or what is the lead time?
Our lead time for a 20-foot container is 1 week.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so our lead time for about 500 mats is 24 hours. So we do have some ready stocks, but then we don't hold stocks because 100% of our manufacturing is against orders. So only shutouts will be our stock.
Right. What's the MOQ for their own designs?
You can do two ways. You either pay for the mold or your design. That'll be about probably $20, $50, depending on the intricacies of the design. Then you don't have any MOQ. Or if you want us to bear in the molding cost, then the MOQ goes up to 50 pieces. Get the idea, I know.
Yeah. Do you have enough designers that can help with?
Yeah, so we've got 8 full-time designers in this facility. And if you want one step higher, then you can use our Boston office. And Boston office has 4 full-time designers. But then obviously using the Boston office comes at a price. Using the Indian designers are free.
Right. So Arjun, do you also want to show us some of your products in your showroom? Like, either go around or maybe show some samples over here. I think that'd be good.
Yeah. So I'll show you how jute is woven, so you get an idea. That's an automatic loom. That's an automatic loom that weaves jute.
And is this in-house as well?
It's in-house. So this was supposed to be a factory tour, but then these looms are very loud, so you'll not be able to hear me if I walk through it.
Yeah.
And these are some of the type of weaves we can do in that machine. You can play around with different types of yarns, different colors, different weaves, different materials. In fact, you can use jute and wool. So these are jute and wool. You can do jute alone. You can do coir and jute. You can do Mexican sisal and jute. So different thickness of yarns. You can use a thin yarn and a thick yarn. So you can do printing like that. Those black lines are printed.
Yeah. So jute is also a very versatile, material.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you put me on camera? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the showroom we are in. Like I showed you, these are all woven with automatic looms. And you can do large rugs for home.
Is that jute, the rug?
These are jute. These are jute. These are jute.
Hmm.
So right from small size to bedside runners to large rugs.
And can you do prints and all on these rugs or colors?
So yeah, so basically you can do simple prints.
Okay.
You can do simple prints because since it's a 100% natural item, you don't want to do colorful prints on a jute rug because the whole idea of jute rug is its rustic, natural look. If you want prints, you go for coir mats. On coir mats, you can do whatever kind of printing you want. This is flocking, like I told you. So this is
And
printing.
Keith is asking, how many colors can you have for a stencil? Is it 7?
I mean, we try and keep it to about 5 to 6 because five stencils you have to make. So if you're doing about large production, then each mat has to need 5 colors. But then if you really need more colors, we can do 10, 12. But then the price goes up, obviously. Try and stick it to 5 like these.
So can you show the coconut one, pineapple ones over there at the back? I think that has some sort of shiny or metallic finish.
Instead of flocking, we can do glitter also. And glitter will not go because we use automatic machines that has a resin binder coating over the glitter. So the glitter will come off.
Okay.
And you can mix printing and glitter, or you can do flocking like I showed you. And another product is anti-fatigue mats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is anti-fatigue mat. This is for areas that you're standing a lot, like behind bar counters, behind sales counters, or areas that you're standing like a salon. Very popular on amongst Amazon sellers.
So what exactly is special about them, and how are they like acupressure kind of mats?
Yeah, they're like acupuncture. So they've got pressure bubbles, and because you're standing on it, it reduces the fatigue of your calf muscles, and it keeps your calf muscles working and reduces muscle fatigue.
Okay.
So this particular product also, we got different sizes, right from small 40 by 60 to large runners. Again, the different types of sanitized mats. I'll show you a demo.
Right.
You pour the sanitize in this. Can you see?
Yeah.
You pour the sanitized solution in the tray. That's enough.
So is it like a rubber tray? What is it?
It is made of natural rubber, 100% natural. Then you keep the water absorbing material, and then you have a dry mat to dry your feet. If you want large entrances, this is ideal for hotel entrances or building entrances. Mm-hmm. So the security or the building in charge can fill sanitized solution every morning, and then the entering traffic can just walk through it and walk through the dry mat and dry it. And these are all solutions for home and individual buildings, small buildings where the traffic is much lesser.
Yeah, wonderful. So Bernadette is asking, what colors do you have in anti-fatigue mats, and do you do any patterns for them? And what material is that anti-fatigue mat made from?
Anti-fatigue is natural rubber. Can you just take in your hand? It's natural rubber.
Okay.
Anti-fatigue mat, we do 2 colors, terracotta and black. And if you want patterns, we can do patterns also, but that'll be a different material. It'll be just foam.
Okay. Fantastic. Arjun, we have to come and visit your factory when we go for
definitely
a sourcing trip, hopefully soon.
This is the right time to come because we have our monsoons, and it's a bliss to spend in Kerala during the monsoons.
Yeah. Brenda's asking, is the solution included?
If you want, we can include the solution, but it's a simple solution. It's you add water and you add 10% bleaching solution, or you 10% any kind of disinfectant, because you're not sanitizing skin. You're basically sanitizing footwear. So you don't need a complicated a sanitization solution like a hand sanitizer. You can just use even soap solution.
Yeah. God's own country. Yeah, Kerala is known as God's own country.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, this is in South India, Kerala. It's a very beautiful state. And yeah, Mark, Kevin, and I are thinking of going on a holiday over there. Next time. I think we're going to get with us
You
now.
should definitely come. You should definitely come. It's the second time you're saying. I think once the lockdown lifts, the first destination should be Kerala, because it's in India. It's the most safest state now.
Yeah.
The least amount of COVID cases. We've been hitting it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. After April 20th, there's been no lockdowns. Business as usual, and everyone's wearing masks and social distance is properly being adhered to. I think you could come here. It's as safe as it.
Are there any trade shows and all that are held in Kerala?
No
right?
trade shows. Because in terms of export, there aren't much industries other than these doormats and probably cashew nuts.
Right.
Yeah, and we got tea also.
Yeah.
Then nothing more than that.
Tea, coffee.
And these are also some of the current sanitized mats that have been exported. Already developed in the last 1 month.
Yeah, beautiful product. Well, so guys, get in touch with Arjun, and I think this is a great opportunity because you can do drop shipping. I think they've already been getting a lot of inquiries for drop shipping because the personalization of doormats, that is a really unique idea, and of course you can customize any of the other mats, and then this whole concept of sanitization, I think that's very unique, and people definitely I can see myself using that kind of a mat at home because I don't like people coming in with their outside shoes inside the home. I like my home to be really clean. I would definitely consider that. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a confirmed study that if all the medical staffs and the hospital workers' shoes were sanitized, the community spread could have been controlled by 20%.
Oh,
because
wow.
everybody was changing their clothes, sanitizing their hand, but then nobody thought about changing their shoes. And probably they would have been using the same shoes from hospital to home, back to hospital. And it could have been avoided.
Right. So Brenda is asking, does the mat fade with bleach? Don't the mats fade with bleach?
No, it's natural rubber. You're talking about the bleaching solution?
Yeah, I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, then you can use soap solution. You can use soap solution. And the black rubber mats do not fade. That's the color of the rubber. It's black. Unless you're going for a printed mat.
How do they come packaged?
Can you share my screen?
Yeah.
Sanitized solution.
Can you see? Can you see? We can package like that in a box. It will have all the combos.
About 6 kg in the whole box. Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you so much, Arjun, for coming on to the show again. And guys, get in touch with Arjun. This is the email address, arjun@cocotuff.com or san@cocotuff.com. And you can also go to their website, cocotuff.com, and get more information from there. And we'll be sending the catalogs as well to everybody after the show, so you can take a look at some of the designs. All right. Okay, we have one more question from Mark. So he's saying, can we use baaaack solution as well? We use it in the dental office.
Yeah. So what you do is baaaack solution is you mix it with 1:10 ratio with water or 1:100 ratio with water, and you can use it because you're going to sanitize your foot. I mean your footwear.
Right.
Otherwise you go broke. You'll need a liter of baaaack solution every day.
Awesome. Well, Arjun, thank you so much for your time. It's always so nice to see you.
Yeah,
And
it's so nice to. I actually got I missed you guys. That's why I wanted to come back on. It's not.
Good presentation again. Thank you, Arjun.
That's
Thanks,
great,
Margaret.
Arjun.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye. Stay safe. Bye bye.
You
Hi,
You
Brad.
too. Bye bye.
okay, awesome. Wow, that was great. I just love that company.
It's such a cheap price. I mean, I couldn't go and buy a nice doormat for $35 from, the hardware store here, and I can send me one in a week.
Bradley, do you need any doormats for
Helium
the
10.
thing that I need is the flooring for the for I have like a home gym that I had to dig up for plumbing, and I used to have that kind of rubber stuff,
Oh,
but it's when I saw that I was like, ooh.
Oh
I
yeah,
could,
yeah,
I
gotcha.
could definitely use that. Yeah.
Yeah, speak to Arjun. Tell him we sent you.
He knows,
Get some affiliate commission your way.
Okay, so Bradley, thank you so much for joining us, first of all, and apologies for the delay, and thanks for waiting patiently. We know it's pretty late for you out there. So what we wanted to do was, there are quite a few new people on our, in our group and watching our shows, and we get a lot of questions about how to validate these products. So first of all, we're presenting all of these products to these people, and what they need to do is go on Helium 10 or Amazon and validate these products. So first of all, we'd like your advice on, how to validate these products and make sure that there is enough demand and keyword research. And we can choose, maybe one product. Either, you can choose something, or we can ask the audience if they have a specific product in mind.
Let's open it up to the
Would
audience.
you rather?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Tell us over here, guys watching, what is one product that you want Bradley to do some research on? And, preferably a product that we've seen today. We could try something that we've seen today so that you can get some actual insight into how to go about doing research for those products. So that's one thing, Bradley. And then the other thing that people were asking was Q4 is coming up, and the holiday season. So how do people actually do keyword research for the holiday season specifically? Because you don't necessarily use product related terms. There are also a lot of generic terms that you can apply to a lot of different products, right? So you have like gift items for dad, or gifts for mom, or cheap gifts for my friend who I don't like much, or things like that. So
Meghala, that's a pretty specific thing there. I think something might be coming out subconsciously. Somebody here has had to buy a gift like that.
Okay, so Bradley, we have a couple of products, and I'm going to let you choose one of those products. So first of all, Raj is saying your audio is a bit low, so I can hear you pretty clearly.
Okay.
But
well, as everybody knows, I'm very soft-spoken, so maybe that's it there.
Okay, so Bradley, we've got a couple of suggestions: sanitized mat, cushion covers, sanitized mat, collagen peps. No, we're not doing that.
Collagen pep pills.
Yeah, Christmas ornaments, bath mats, cushion covers, Christmas stockings or ornaments, teacups, bath rugs.
So did somebody say the mats, which was what the last suppliers were talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sanitized mats.
Let's try there, since that's kind of fresh in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down a few rabbit trails here and see what we can find. Let me share my screen here.
Okay.
Coffin shells.
Coffin shells. Yeah, somebody said coffin shells.
Yeah, we need coffin shells because the Project X ones just ran out of stock. And so we can't keep those on the shelf. All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
So what would you guys? I mean, I have no idea. What would you guys think would be? We're gonna find the main keyword, but what's just any keyword I can use so I can at least find some of these products, and then I can find the main keyword. Just doormat, or maybe something more specific than that, right?
Well, I don't know whether there'll be any on there yet. Try sanitized doormats. I haven't a clue whether they'll be there yet, whether anyone's got in.
Well, I mean, it comes in autocomplete, so maybe somebody searched it. Though the only thing I wonder though is Amazon is so, for new products at least, so picky with anything having to do with like sanitizing or anything like that. You know, like there's that case study I've been doing, hemp pain cream. It had nothing to do with COVID, and that got like, hey, because this is COVID-19, we are like, you know, so it's like they are super sensitive. But okay, here we go. Gorilla Grip. So yeah, I don't see any of the sanitized.
Oh yeah, there's
one.
one.
Wait a minute, there's
there you go. What's that
a
one?
video of it.
It's kind of similar.
Interesting. But most of these are just standard, which if it wasn't for this being sanitizer, this would be like ding 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 ding. This is amazing, because that's just like when we have the coffin shelf. Originally, when we shopped coffin shelf, one reason why we knew it was such an opportunity is when the first page is full of products that were not coffin shelves. That means it's good. That means there's demand for it, but there's nobody fulfilling that demand. Right now, there's obviously demand for, I'm not sure, the search volume maybe is pretty low on this. Let's take a look. Yeah, well, we don't even detect any search volume, but if this was like, you know, like 1,000 search volume or something, and it looked like this, well, that would make me excited, because I would know that the competition's almost gone. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason why we don't see many is for that very reason, that Amazon is pretty much locking down. I mean, the only reason that's even a thing right now, just like those suppliers said, is because of COVID-19. So it probably wasn't established before. Like, there's a lot of products that were grandfathered in, you know, so like if sanitized mats were a big thing, you know, last year, I'm sure they would have allowed them to stay on Amazon, but that's probably why they're not on here. So instead of sanitized mats, what other kind of mats could we look for maybe?
What about eco-friendly doormats? I don't know if anybody would search for those. I mean, but you know, you never know. Let's see what we find. Because I mean, that's one of the USPs of these mats, that they're really eco-friendly.
Okay. Let's see how many people are searching for this. Gotta wait for the page to load. By the way, this is something, I don't know, maybe it's for everybody, but for me, in the last, I think it's been 3 days, usually there's like 5 or 6 products across on my Amazon page, and now there's only 4. And on some pages, like the famous collagen peptides, I was just doing a demo on that today, it's crazy. This is obviously a sponsored ad, and then all 4 locations of the top row of collagen peptides are sponsored ads. And then there was a video, which are sponsored ads. So like, you had to like scroll down all the way to here just to see the first 4 organic, and then it went right back to sponsored ads. So like, whew, PPC is just ridiculous nowadays. That's like almost all of the main page. But anyways, let me take a look here at the search volume. Yeah, okay, 250. So eco-friendly doormat. Which does anything here strike your fancy? Like something I should you'd want to see, maybe what's driving the sales here? Any of these you had in mind?
So are there any that are made of coir?
That are made of what?
Coir, C-O-I-R.
How do you spell that?
C-O-I-R.
Let's take a look. Let's see. I see rubber. I see eco-friendly, safe materials, rubber, HDPE, whatever that means. Look at that price point, though. That's pretty exciting price point. $99. Nope, I don't see any of that material. This is pretty unique. I like this.
Yeah.
Microfiber. Oh, right.
Like a green leaf. Hold on. Let's see what kind of money these guys estimated are making here overall. Just as a reminder, if any of these have variations, the numbers that we see here are of all the variations overall.
So Arjun says the third mat on the first row is coir. Arjun's watching too.
The third mat on the first row.
That one?
You could just tell by looking at it, because it doesn't say, does it? This one? Let's take a look.
First row has coir. No, this doesn't look like coir.
No, right?
No.
Third one on the first row. Maybe he means second row? No? Whoa, wait a minute.
Maybe just do a search on the page. Can
That's
you do
weird.
like
Did you guys see that? All I did was click back. Look where the green leaf one is now. It's in a different place. I'm telling you, Amazon is so weird sometimes. Wasn't it on the right-hand side before?
Yeah,
I swear it was on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So maybe the last time I looked at it, it was different. So I'm very curious about this. I'm just going to click on this.
He says it's the fourth one on the top.
Now he says it's the fourth. All right. Who knows what it's going to be now, though, because I just refreshed this page. This one?
No, go down.
Plain. It's more like a weave, a browny sort of gingery color, and it's on the right.
All right, you guys just tell me to stop when you see it.
See that one? They're next to the leaf one. What's that?
What's that? Next to the
This
leaf
one?
No, the other side.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Silver dormer. It doesn't say what it is. There was one down further though. It's that same color, but it's plain, a perfectly plain mat. There on the right.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Wow, this is probably one of the top sellers. Look at that BSR right there. Holy cow.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variations. Okay. Overall, that's just an amazing thing that Amazon did, making every single child item the same BSR now. So like now you can't really tell which, that's why we have the same. This means that overall they're doing about 5,000, but not sure which one is doing the most to do that. You guys know about that trick though. I know Margaret knows about that. On how we can tell, even though Amazon is not showing the BSR for each child item, how we can tell which one is selling the best?
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't know? All right, cool. I get to teach you something today. All right, let's go to review. The artist formerly known as Prince, or I should say the tool formerly known as Review Downloader, now known as Review Insights. So I'm going to hit that, and I'm just going to pick the last, let's just pick the last 1 year's reviews. Extract. All right, so that's taking out the reviews. But meanwhile, let's just check the estimated sales here, or 5,000 it was. That definitely doesn't say which one is the big one, but here we go. Boom. Look at that. Look at the review count of the Home Sweet Home color. We'll take a look at that. 59% of the reviews. Now, does that mean it has 59% of the sales? No. I mean, this is not reviews to sales aren't one-to-one, but we know that this for sure is selling more than these other ones, which barely have any reviews out of the last year. So let's take a look at which one that is. Home Sweet Home. Natural. It must be this one. Home Sweet Home. So yeah, this is the one that is bringing in. This looks like something that the factory that we just talked to can definitely make, right?
Yeah, totally.
All right, so let's take a look at if this is selling 5,000 units overall with maybe this one. I mean, just based on those numbers, I'm thinking it's selling like at least 2,000 to 3,000, this one by itself. It'd be curious to know which keywords are driving the sales. So of course we could look in brand analytics, but we can also look in Cerebro, which is not showing brand analytics, but it's just showing where we have detected the products showing up. So let's go ahead and do a search. And you know what? Let's go ahead and look at brand analytics for this. Do you guys have brand analytics on your account?
Yeah. Yeah, I think many people do in the audience, but of course some of them are new and maybe they don't yet.
Oh wow, 10,000. They're ranking for 10,000 keywords among that those variations here. Okay, so here's all the keywords that Amazon says they're getting a lot of clicks on, that they're one of the top 3 for clicks. So that's actually surprising. I don't see them very. I mean, you'd think that something with this much sales would be getting a lot more, but this is the drawback about brand analytics is it's only showing me that exact child item. So there could be some. It's not showing me the sales from the other ones. I would have to do it one by one. Cerebro is doing everything at once. It's finding me any of the keywords that any of the child items are ranking for. So let's go to. I want to say, let's just say search volume of maybe 1,000 or more. And where it's last time, it's ranking between 1 and 15. Let's see if there's any. Oh my goodness gracious. No wonder why it's selling 5,000. Look at that. It is on the top of, look at, this is crazy. One of these child items in this variation family is on the top 15 organic spots for keywords over 1,000 search volume. There's 72 of them. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. But let's take a look at some of these. How do you say this? Coir?
Coir, yes.
Coir mat. Obviously, that makes sense. That's number one. Front porch mat. What is a big humongous? Ah, there we go. Look at this. Welcome mats for front door. 140,000 searches, and it's one of the top ones. Let me take a look at this keyword on brand analytics.
Right.
And let's see.
Lois, if your screen is blurry, do you want to just refresh the page a bit?
You guys can't see my screen?
No, we can. It's clear. But yeah, if you can.
Oh, you're
zoom in,
talking to her or me?
I'm talking to somebody else. No.
Okay.
Somebody else. Yeah. Okay, keep going, Bradley.
Sure. I'm just looking at what kind of products are getting the most clicks. Not the ones who are getting the most clicks are not always the ones getting the most conversions. Like, look at this. You know, whenever you see in brand analytics, this has nothing to do with Helium 10, obviously. So you guys get some little bonus stuff here. Like the top, this is like very, very telling. Look at this. Usually these kind of numbers for the most clicks on the page, they're usually dominated by the top 3 ASINs. But look at this. The second most clicks is only at 6%. So that whenever you see keywords like this in brand analytics, that means the sales are spread across all of page one. It's probably not just the top one. So that's actually pretty telling to me. Let's look back at Cerebro. So if we wanted to rank for welcome mats for front door, I would imagine this would be a very difficult niche to get into. Let's take a look. There's our product right there. One of these copied off each other. I mean, that's like the same font and everything. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well,
but
even
let me
the
run.
one beside it looks like a Coir one.
What'd you say? I'm sorry?
So even the one beside it looks like a Coir one. So the second from the left, that says, okay, that looks like Coir as well.
That's right, it does. Well, this one, though, is rubber.
Yeah.
Amazon's Choice, $5.82. How are they making any money? I don't know what's going on there. But this, to me, if we're validating this, like, no. Like, I knew before even looking at this, there is no way that I could compete right here if I was just a brand new seller. You know, look at this revenue. What kind of revenue I would have to be generating right off the bat just to be able to compete with some of these ones. The review count is not too bad. It's not a collagen peptides where everybody's got like 20,000 reviews, but still, you know, we've got quite a few in the 4 digits here. But overall, it's actually not that bad. But still, unless I had a lot of marketing budget to be able to ramp up sales right away, it'd be really hard to compete. Even this guy who's almost brand new, he's doing something. And even him, he's selling like 30, 40 units a day, you know, and he's brand new. So unless you have a means to be able to do that, it would be tough. But that being said, let's look at some of these lower search volume ones, like Coir doormat. It's 4,000 searches. There we go again. There's our product. And let's see how competitive this is. And these videos are really showing up a lot more these days, these sponsored videos. And these editorial recommendations are back too. I think we got all spoiled because during COVID, Amazon was like not doing frequently bought together. They weren't doing these widgets. They were actually trying to slow down sales a lot. So we got used to not having all this advertising all over the page. But now Amazon's ready to go. But hey, like I'm liking this. This is not that bad. You've got the product that we found that's absolutely dominating. But yeah, just like I thought, take a look at, I mean, I could kind of tell just by looking at the BSR, but this gives me a little bit more of a story. So here's our product that we had found on the other page. But a lot of these, you know, here's a brand new, here's somebody who looks like they just launched. Oh, but that's an Amazon. So, you know, sometimes some people say that they give a little bit of bump on their own listings. I'm not sure. I've never seen that for sure. But here we see one already on page 1 that's brand new. Here's another one that's semi-new. So in this sense, this one is a little bit better, this kind of keyword, as opposed to something so generic as welcome doormat. And especially this review count is a lot better than anything we've seen so far today. I mean, when a page 1, position 3 and page 1, position 6 are in the teens or even less as far as reviews goes, you know that you come on as a new product with, 5, 6, 7 reviews or whatever. It doesn't look too bad here compared to that one page of the welcome doormat. So yeah, this could be something. Now, is this something I would absolutely jump on? Probably not. So this is how, you can go backwards and kind of validate. Now, if you want to go forwards and kind of find the keyword first, well, then of course, the tool that I would use is Black Box. And the way I've been teaching mainly lately is, instead of looking for the products, like, there's nothing wrong with this feature. I mean, it absolutely works. I mean, people are using this every day to find product opportunity. I like going directly to the keywords. Like Tim Jordan says, it's all about keywords, right? So I'm going to look here for a keyword that maybe has between, let's say, 2,000 and 5,000. I'm going to keep it pretty narrow. You guys tell me, like, any categories you'd like me to look at, maybe 2 or 3 categories.
Margaret, do you have any categories?
You still mute. Everybody's still muted there.
Mark, you're muted.
My dog's
You're muted, Mark.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, well, can we try maybe something about those coffee mugs that we were looking at? Or is that too generic?
What category? These are the Amazon categories. So what category do you think that would be in?
Home and garden.
Yeah, home and garden.
Home and kitchen, and then the patio, lawn and garden, or just home and kitchen, or kitchen and dining, maybe too?
Kitchen and dining, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one more category, or just stick with these 2?
Can we go one more?
Sure.
What about pets?
Pets, let's do it. Pet supplies. All right. So let's just say I'm trying to keep it as narrow as you can. I like keeping the results under 200, and that's kind of how Helium 10 is designed. Like if there's over 200, they'll say, hey, you've got over 200. It's not going to show you more. It's basically telling you, hey, you need to narrow down your search. So I'm going to put my price between, let's say, $20 and $35, and basically what this is talking about, it's not the cost of the product, but the average retail price. So I'm basically telling Helium 10, find me a keyword, not a product, find me a keyword that is searched for between 2,000 and 5,000 times a month, estimated. And if I look at the top products on the page, not every product, and take the average price, it's between 20 and 35. So this doesn't mean that there's no products that are $10 on there, or there's no products that are 50. It's just taking the average between 20 and 35. So I can make sure it's not too low, not too high. And let's do, I mean, this is the one I always like doing, review count. So easy. Let's just say average number of reviews. Let's go really low. Let's go like 60. So if I take the average of the top products, it's only 60 reviews. Let's go ahead and do a minimum 2-word count. And this might be too big. Oh no, 104 phrases. All right. Zero waste. Now talk about a long tail keyword. Zero waste food preservation tray. Talk about a mouthful there. All right. There's a couple of things that stick out to me. The last time we checked, it might not be live. I mean, this is probably in the last 20 days. Look at that average review, 3.3. Everybody hates it. That's interesting. That's immediately attractive to me. I definitely want to see what the live data is showing me. So we'll click on it. But 3,000 search one. What I suggest anybody doing at any time of the year, but especially during this time of the year, where sometimes things that you wouldn't expect to peak are peaking. Anybody with part of a brain understands that masks and hand sanitizers and things like gloves are peaking right now. But the thing that I've noticed in my keyword research is stuff that you wouldn't normally suspect is just skyrocketing. Like the most random thing, like until you think about it and then it makes sense. Like, for example, puzzles for adults. Like it went from like 1,000 searches to 100,000 searches. And then you're like, what?
Whoa.
What does that have to do with COVID? Like, oh, what do you think? Everybody's at home. They have nothing to do. So they started searching that. Gardening. Gardening stuff is just like going crazy. So I always suggest checking the history of the keyword search volume to see, is this just like peaking because of the times we're living in, or is it kind of universal? Ah, look at this. So for whatever reason, this is like, we didn't even detect search volume before. So this is either maybe this is a brand name and we just don't realize it's a brand name, you know, like right now, Zero Waste, who knows, maybe that's a brand name, or somebody's doing some kind of weird promotion that made Amazon detect a whole bunch of search volume. But look at this. So this instantly has me worried. At the same time, I'm still curious. So let me just see I don't even know what a zero waste food preservation tray is. Oh, instantly I'm like, okay, I don't care what this is. I would never do it.
Yeah.
First of all, whenever you click on something and every single product looks identical, then you can pretty much say goodbye there. But I still don't understand. Do you guys know what I mean, this isn't just like Tupperware.
Storage containers. I don't know.
Waste. But look at these reviews. Page 1, position 1 has 2.5 stars. Like, how rare is that for a page 1, position 1 to be 2.5 stars? So there's something fishy going on this page. But anyways, there's something I didn't know existed. Let's keep looking here. Posters, nah. K-pop albums, I don't know. Megalith, does your son like listening to K-pop? My daughter loves K-pop. Yeah? Oh.
Nope.
Mexican table runners. All right. What is that? Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's a good product from India, actually. Mm-hmm.
You know what Tim Jordan would see instantly is like, look how many pictures here are not even TOS compliant. You know, like you don't, for any established ones, you don't usually see that. At first, I'm like, wow, how is it an average of $20 when there's two products that are 8 and 6? Well, I think this guy's kind of throwing off the average here. He's got he's asking for $50.
He knows what his hourly rate is, Bradley.
What'd you say?
I said he knows what his hourly rate is.
Yeah, there you go. Know your own worth.
Exactly. Yeah.
What a difference in the pricing. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very strange to me. But the interesting thing is, those are some of the highest rated ones. Look at this one for $53 and has 35-star reviews.
13 in a pack. Go back.
13 in a pack.
I think that said 13 in a pack. Yeah, 12 in a pack.
12 okay, now the price differences are making a little bit more sense there. Interesting. But that makes sense though. Like, I would want these things for like a party or something, which would require a lot of tables. So it makes sense to have in a pack. All right. What else do we? Tiki mugs. Didn't somebody say mugs?
Yeah. What's a tiki mug?
Oh, yeah. What's a tiki mug?
Yeah.
Good question. Here's another product. Look at this.
That's what it is.
This is what you love to see. How many people are searching for this keyword? 3,700. And this is super rare. When a product goes out of stock, it doesn't even show up in. I don't know what's happening here, but this one is not even in stock, and somehow it's page 1, position 3. And this is these are non-compliant images. All right. Another thing, unless I'm mistaken, yeah, there it is. Look at this. Sold by merch. None of these are even FBA.
Wow.
Non-compliant image, not FBA, not even in stock. I love to see this kind of stuff. Ooh, I love that Star Wars one. I don't know if they're compliant.
Add it to your collection.
See, now this is not a bad product, idea. And this is kind of like the thing that we say. And again, anybody listening out there, we're not telling you to go source this. It obviously takes a lot more research, but these are the kind of things you want to see. They don't by themselves mean, hey, go do this, but non-compliant images, a book showing up on page 1, like those are the things that you kind of want to start seeing. Here, a coconut shape. This is not a tiki mug, but they just threw it in their title. And because they threw it in their title, now all of a sudden they're ranking for it. So look, here's a pig.
I
I don't even know what that is. But okay,
Some
yeah, you see,
weird
like,
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
Cow shower curtain, dog shower curtain, hanging woven wall basket.
Yeah, what's that? Can we take a look at that? The woven wall
Sure.
basket?
Oh, that sounds like something that would be good to source from India, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
macrame. Yeah.
Macrame, perhaps, yeah. Or jute.
Jute. Yeah. They look
All
like
right.
jute.
Now, who knows either Project X or Tim? What would Tim say? With WWTS, what would Tim say that he likes? It's something that we haven't seen yet. What would stick out right here to you guys to say, hey, wait a minute, I like this?
Well, the fourth one is a different product, right? It's not.
That's one thing,
the
sure.
basket.
Mm-hmm. There's about three or four things here that I'm noticing, but there's one in
flowers,
particular that I
the
know Tim
flowers.
has seen.
The flowers?
No sponsored.
Boom! There it is, right there.
Oh, there you go,
Sponsored ads.
Megla.
Vivek got it.
No,
Oh,
Vivek
Vivek, he cheats. He knows. Vivek knows my style, so he's got that. But yeah, no, I mean, it's at the end of the day at 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. So, but still, either the sellers are not smart enough to do sponsored ads for this, or everybody's budgets has already run out, for top of the page at this time. So, this is another interesting one. And some of these I know are selling pretty well. Look at these BSRs. It's pretty good BSRs. 2,000 search volume. They're selling about, what is this? 8 to 10 units. This one is a brand new product, it looks like, unless they were just out of stock. Let's take a look at their sales history here. Yeah, this product was just launched 9 days ago, and it's already page 1, position 2.
Wow.
Brand new product there.
What are they selling it for?
They are selling it for $19.99. Ecky's Home. Mark says low reviews. Yep.
Yeah, he's on the it.
You don't see a huge price range. I see a $56 one. Let me look at that one. Oh, that's in handmade. That's in a handmade category. That's why. Wow, I don't even know how we have. I have no idea how we have a sales estimate here. We normally can't get sales estimate in the handmade category, so I don't know what's going on there. Interesting. See, now this is something let's take a look at the reviews. Where's the reviews? Did I miss it? Oh my goodness, look at these reviews. But look, 2 out of the top 3, Amazon has flagged them for doing something shady. Look, they've lost a review. I don't know about this. Like whenever I see that, but yeah, that makes sense. This guy launched 7 days ago and somehow had 99 reviews. Okay. I don't think this guy is wondering why he got reviews taken away.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, day 1, I just launched my product and I've got 40 reviews. Sure, that's reasonable. Nothing shady, nothing to see here, guys. All right, 11 reviews. Now this is more reasonable. Okay, 11 reviews, and he didn't have any in the last 30 days. Hey, that's more reasonable. Interesting. Here's one that says they only have 1 image the last time we checked. Let me take a look. I can't believe so. Fat Pet. That's a great brand name right there. Fat Pet. Let's look at the Fat Pet one. Okay, now they got good. They got more images now. I was about to say, if they still have only 1 image, that would be pretty ridiculous. Oh yeah, I would imagine this is totally something you can get in India, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Yeah.
Oh, they're different. That's a good idea, actually. Like those.
Yeah.
I mean, and the plants are going quite well because of the COVID. Everyone's doing things around their home. So, I mean, that's probably a rather nice product.
That's a do-it-yourself project, isn't it?
Yep. So here's one little trick, and this came from today's the podcast that just launched today. One of my guests gave me this idea. There was one that you saw there where it was a set of 2 hanging baskets, right? And that's fine. You want to sell a bundle of 2, but he sells what do you call it, macrame something or other, like something that hangs on the wall, kind of like these baskets, but something else, right? And he just sells it 1 at a time. But he did this experiment. And this is the shameless plug for Serious Seller Podcast that literally dropped today. Paul Savage, he's a YouTuber. and he was telling me about his strategy where he had this, but then he changed the images, like 2 of them, to show like it on 2 sides of a kitchen counter or 2 sides of a bed. He didn't try and make it seem, he didn't be shady and make it seem like 2 complicated. He was very clear this is only 1, but he showed 2, and then like in his copy, in his listing, he mentioned how great it looks in pairs. So he had 2 kind of mental triggers right there. There's the trigger there that from the text, like, ooh, it's a great gift for when you have it in pairs to go on each side of your bed. I forgot exactly what he said. And then you saw the visual trigger of how it looks good, like symmetrical on each side. And then it almost makes you think, whoa, like it would be weird to just get 1. Like it would make my, feng shui of my room off or something. And he saw his sales of multiple units skyrocket after that, just by changing the pictures and just by adding that there. He didn't have like buy 2 and get the second one 10% off or none of that. These were just organic multi-item purchases that he could tie directly to the imagery there. So anyways, that's just a little non-Helium 10 hack of the day there.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And I mean, macrame and baskets and all these kinds of products are really good to source in India. And I know that some people are actually looking at those products as well. Cool. Guys, if you have any questions for Bradley over here, I think that was really good. And, we instantly, like just in 5 minutes, we found some products that you guys can choose from India, actually. So what about
and everybody, make sure to check your emails. Margaret, you get that email for an invitation for next Tuesday?
Yes,
I've done it already.
What is it?
All right, so good, because the reason why this is like not a big issue for me tonight to be up at, 11 o'clock. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight because I'm going to be trying to make 250 slides tonight for that next Tuesday thing. But this is what I've been saying today. I even brought this out of storage. Obviously, this is my microphone. It's attached, right here. But I was like, when I saw what we are releasing next Tuesday, it's like, I was like, hey, I need to mic drop. I need to drop the mic, and I can't drop it. So I had to buy another mic just so on the webinar I can just drop it, at the end, and then we'll be okay. It's that, some people try and make hype things up and make it seem like it's huge, or they say, oh, Helium 10, why are you building the expectation? But trust me, this is, it's not. I mean, let me just say this: there's 9 different things that I'm going to be releasing next Tuesday, and some are not like hashtag game changers. Like it might be just a new feature here or a new something here. But the last few that I'm gonna build up to is just like, I even had a meeting with one of our VPs of product today because he was going. Oh, I haven't even seen this new tool that's coming out yet. So he had to explain it to me because it's still not ready yet. So when he told me, I was like, "You're joking, right? There's no way that we're launching something that can do this." I was like, "How is this even possible?" He's like, "No, we got this. So,
wow.
So guys, make sure to sign up for that. I know that's what is 11 a.m.
Past 4 o'clock in the
under.
morning, I think, or something ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but it'll be worth it. So make sure to get the coffee ready. What about for you, Megla? What time is that for you?
Oh, it'll be 2 o'clock then or something like that.
2. Oh, Mark says signed up for the FTX upgrade.
Yeah.
That's the Freedom Ticket Extra on your last live weekly Zoom. Any chance of getting a shirt or maybe that new? We don't have any of these hats left, but Mark, I got you a shirt. So send a message to support and tell them that Bradley says you can get a shirt. We'll hook it up with a shirt.
Phil, what's happening on Tuesday? Inquiring minds want to know when and
so
where.
Yeah, from 11 to 12.
Yeah,
we're going to go over 250 slides that I'm about to create right now that my marketing department was expecting earlier this week, but I haven't been able to get to it because the tools aren't even ready. But I can't really, talk completely about it, obviously, but it's anything from education, I guess you could call, classification of education, classification of money. I mean, that's pretty vague, but classification of research, analytic. I mean, basically anything. So what's happened in like the last 6 months is just we've just had an influx of new fresh blood here at Helium 10. You know, it was funny. Myself and Matt Benton, he's our, you know, I think Megala's met Matt maybe once. I'm not sure, but we had like maybe 3 or 4 bosses before. You know, we had Manny, you know, of course everybody knows Guy, and then Boyan. But now all of a sudden we have about 17 bosses because now we have the support of a bigger company. But at first I was like, wow, corporate life, I'm not sure, but corporate life is good because all these things that you know, obviously I'm not a salesman. I used to be a consultant. I'm on the other side. Like I'm like a Amazon, like a passion Amazon seller. So like for 2 years I've been like, hey, can we do this? You know, can we do this? I know people in the Facebook group are asking for this. And then like I would get like maybe 1 out of 30 requests, like, oh, we have the bandwidth. But now it's like, I don't know if you guys saw that, like 6 months ago, I literally had a dream about a tool, but it was actually a good dream. So it's a good idea. And it wasn't, trust me, it wasn't completely my dream, but from my dream, I got inspired and I thought of something. And 4 days later, that's the latest new advanced rank filter in Cerebro. So if you guys ever see that advanced rank filter, that's the bottom right, that came from one of my dreams. But because of the team that we have now at Helium 10, they literally took it from my dream and made it a reality in the tool in 5 days. So we need to have a new hashtag instead of crushing it. It's we make dreams reality, you know, at Helium 10 or something like that. But
what Susan is asking, will it rock my world with my Amazon biz? You know, maybe that's your hashtag,
should.
rock my world.
Susan, I mean, first of all, that's the most amazing last name I've ever seen in my life. But yes, it's gonna be muck something, all right. It's gonna be crazy.
How do
So
people sign up?
how do you see? That's a great question. I told you I'm a terrible salesman. Like I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if there's a link. I'm pretty sure on Helium 10, like Instagram or something. Hold on. Let me
You
look.
should have got an email if you remember. Should have got an email.
Sign up for Helium 10.
Well, anybody who's a Helium 10 member would have gotten the email, but I'm assuming those who said that. But it's open to anybody. I mean, you don't have to be a Helium 10 member to watch this. But hold on, let me see. I swear, our social media manager Cassandra sent a link, but I don't see it anywhere. I'm terrible. Oh my goodness, nope, I don't see it here.
Oh, it's gonna be 2 a.m. on Wednesday for Singapore.
Hey, either stay up late or wake up early.
4 a.m. for me on Wednesday then.
All employees. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Here we go. On Instagram, Facebook. All right. So what do most people have? Probably Facebook more than LinkedIn or Instagram. So let me look at this Facebook. And it says, sorry, this content is not available right now. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm going to get fired. All of a sudden you're going to see Matt next week on the webinar because I got fired because of how terrible at representing the company I am. That's a great, leave that picture right there of Wendy right there. That's how she's probably doing that right now. Like, come on, Bradley, get it together. That's a perfect pose right there. Okay, here we go.
Please share the link.
Okay, let me know if this one, I'm going to put it here in the, what is this, private? Do I go live comments or private chat? Oh, I can't do anything in the live comments. So let me do private chat. I'll send it to you guys. Oh man, that's I don't know why it's a humongous link right there. But first check that link. Does that even work for you guys?
Oh, that's a huge link. So I can't really display it.
Hold on. I might have a better link. Let's see. I don't know why it's making it so long. I'm just copying it directly.
Jason has
Bradley, you need to use Bitly.
I know. I need to use
Bitly.
Something, Lee.
People have actually posted the link in the comments here. So Raj has posted.
Oh, here we go. I actually have the link. Somebody posted it in the comments. Okay, cool.
Yeah, pages.helium10.com/level-up.
Whoever did that, you're hired. You can replace me as brand ambassador. There we go. Yeah, Selva, give us your resume, and all of a sudden I'm going to be out of a job. Thank you for that, Selva. Thank you for saving me. Oh, Jay, look at this. All these people doing my job better than me. Oh my goodness gracious! And he even shortened the link for us too.
Yeah,
oh my goodness gracious!
Oh, Wendy,
Wendy. She's like, this is how it's done, Bradley.
Can anyone go better than Wendy?
Good grief. Hey, it's 11 o'clock. I got an excuse. My goodness.
Awesome. Well, we're so looking forward to that. Well, lastly, before we let you go, Bradley, I think there's, if you can just maybe touch upon or maybe give us some ideas on how to do some research for Q4, because that's a question that people have really been asking us. And Jean has also just asked this. So any hints to find products or keywords for Q4 sales? Yeah.
So here's my thing, and this might not be an answer that people like, but this is what I did for a couple of case studies is, for me, I like doing my research a year in advance, not 6 months in advance, but a year in advance. If you were to start right now, you were just brand new to Amazon, I would not recommend trying to find the best products for Q4 because I'm not sure, what they might be. Now, if you have brand analytics, yeah, you can look into that. If you know how to look in black box under the historical feature, you can kind of see what was trending back then. But here's what I like to do, and this is exactly what I did last year in preparation for this year, is whatever holiday you are in, that is when you start running number one, Aaaaaand Grabber. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what the heck is Aaaaaand Grabber. Like, what is that? Helium 10? That's one of the Chrome extension in Helium 10, but nobody uses it. But it's a great tool because what you should do is what is the next holiday coming up is 4th of July in Amazon.com, right? Now, it could very well be some weird things happening because who knows what 4th of July is this year with you're not really supposed to have parties and things like that. So maybe this is not a good example. But if this was a normal time, what I would do is what's right now? It's June 25th. So maybe this week, maybe next week, I would start using Helium 10. What are the top keywords that have to do with 4th of July products? And I would pick like maybe 40 or 50 of them that right now would have seemed like incredible opportunities. Kind of like this, those wall hanging basket ones where people have 2 stars and they're at page 1, position 2 and stuff. And now you might think, wait a minute, what good does that do you now? Well, it doesn't do you any good now. There's unless it's a floor mat and you can get it from that supplier in 5 days, there's really not, much that you guys can do within 5 or 6 days. So I would run Aaaaaand Grabber on those keywords and download them. You can download it to a CSV file. So now I have a snapshot in time of what was the top products for 4th of July. Because what happens is if you're going to plan for 4th of July in January and you type in the main keywords like 4th of July party supplies or 4th of July hats or whatever, 95% of whatever shows up, it has nothing to do with what's going to be trending in 4th of July because 4th of July products are out of stock in January. Right now, a lot of Christmas-related products are out of stock, so you're not going to find any of that stuff right now. You can't do research on Amazon for it when it's not in stock. So starting now, look at a calendar, guys. Look at a calendar of what are all the major holidays in the USA if you're selling on .com, or what are the major holidays in Australia, or what are the major holidays in Europe. Have your calendar out and then research it there. Looking forward to next year. Somebody's making a phone call right now because I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. But that's like the Austrian music that starts playing music when the people are doing their speech too long. But it is important. So I would say start running Aaaaaand Grabber now. Start capturing the things in black box of what's trending now, and then prepare for next year. So if you did not do that research last December and last November, it's going to be risky to try and jump in to figure out what are the best sellers for this year in Christmas. So that's just my advice for that question.
Right. Lois is saying, I love these shows, such a good laugh, and now you have Bradley added to it. Great BS, yes.
I always say that what's my tagline in the Serious Sellers podcast? It's no BS, but every episode is full of BS because it's Bradley Sutton right here. So I don't know what that's going to tell you. Yeah.
So what we really want,
did you guys all see that?
Yeah. That was classical, Bradley. That was.
We need you to. We're gonna ask Tim Jordan to bring it to India now. India,
I'm down. I just signed up. Like I'm down for these kind of things, even if Helium 10 is not like paying for me to go. I love traveling and stuff. So, any of you guys know Carlos Alvarez from Florida?
No.
Okay, I've seen the name. Yeah.
He's the one who started selling bugs on Amazon like years ago, and then now he's making $100 million a year on Amazon. But he does something huge every year, and he's always invited me, and I haven't been able to go. It's a online seller cruise or something like that, where like 100 sellers all go on a cruise to the Caribbean. I really doubt that Helium 10 is going to pay for me to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few vacation days and go on that. So if Helium 10 doesn't send me to India, I'll just pay my own way and go hang out with you guys, and we'll we'll find some tequila there.
Bradley, when you come to the hotel, we're going to have a big welcome call mat for you.
Okay, hey, let's go. And make sure it has that sanitizing feature.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that.
So Bradley, I've already told you your trip is on me to India, so you don't need to worry about that. All you need to do is get your
Whoa,
whoa,
and everything else is on me. Yeah,
don't threaten me with a good time. Wow.
And if Mark Riggle's got anything to do with it, it'll be a better time because Mark's the
all
party
all the non-bread I can eat, right? That's my one.
Yes.
And all the Aussies.
All you can eat.
And all the Aussie girls will be bringing you Tim Tams galore. Do you know
what is that?
Tim Tams.
Oh my God,
I don't know what that is.
Whoa.
Ask Tim Jordan.
I don't know many Aussie things. The one I have a DJ friend. His name is Volt, and he taught me what is a shoey. Do you guys know what a shoey is?
Yes, yeah, drink out of his shoe.
Okay, so he wasn't pulling my leg. That is a
No,
real thing then.
no,
Yeah.
no.
So that's about the only. And then something alcoholic beverage that he recommended called agua or something like that. Agua, or I don't know if it's a brand. It's not agua, which is Spanish for water, but it's called agua or something like that. So those are the things I want to try.
Okay. We'll find out for you anyway.
Tim Tams? What did you say?
Tim Tams.
It's a biscuit.
Okay.
It's a chocolate biscuit, but it's pure heaven.
You had me at chocolate. Say no more.
You can drink through a straw. You suck your coffee through it, through the layers. It's quite good. Tim Jordan knows all about it.
All right, I'm there.
Mention that to Tim Jordan. Let's see what he says. Tell us what he says after you mention Tim.
Yeah, we want to know all about it.
I'm there. Do you guys have dates for next year, or is it kind of all up in the air until things kind of settle down?
April.
Well, yeah, I mean, as of now, the October one is on, but let's see what the situation is, in the next couple of months. But otherwise, it's going to be April is the next one. So we do it twice a year, April and October.
Yeah.
White Label, which I was all set to speak at and go to. Like I just got the email, I think it was today or yesterday, that in Frankfurt, Germany. But that was August, so that was more closer. That one just got postponed to next year. So I really hope that things settle on. But to be honest, working from home is a dream come true for me. I used to have to drive an hour and a half each way to work, and so I love that about this. Do you know Tim Tams? They were selling $20 each on Amazon last I checked in 2014.
Let's have a look. Let's see if you can buy them. Tim Tams.
Awesome.
That's 2014, Mark. You're a bit late.
I'll see if they're there now.
Mark, what's the keyword?
Yeah, but in 2014, it wasn't Helium 10. It was like Helium 3. In those days.
Mark's missed the season.
No, you can get Tim Tams family pack, 300 grams, authentic Aussie Tim Tams for $19.95, and you get 330 grams in each.
Nice.
18 pieces.
And we can go to the supermarket and buy them for $2 a pack.
Well, in that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refrain. Oh yeah, I see it right here. Our nose Tim Tams. I'm going to wait until the trip to have my first one.
Oh, well, everyone will bring you a packet. Let me tell you, you'll have more Tim Tams than you can eat.
I'm going to have to go on a severe diet. That's the one thing I don't like about coronavirus. And this is a true story. 2 weeks ago, I had to do a photo shoot. I had to go to our office to do a photo shoot, and that's because we have all the new logos, right? So now we can't have the old logo and stuff. And so I got the proofs back from that photo shoot, and I was appalled. I gained about 25 pounds, but looking at myself in the mirror every day, I don't realize it. So I was like, okay. So I gave up alcohol 2 weeks ago. I've lost 16 pounds since then.
Wow.
But
2 weeks.
I need to lose about 15 more pounds if I'm going to be partaking in this here. I'm looking at it right. Oh man, that looks good.
Wow,
It looks like
you
it's like
did well.
crispy,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit crunchy
Yeah.
or crispy. Oh,
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
Yeah. And I think Bradley, I think you do well at the Bollywood dance too, wouldn't he? Have you seen
Oh, the
Have you seen
moves,
Bradley's moves?
Yes.
All right,
You've got
Oh,
some
he'll
I'm
be
moves,
gonna try
man.
it for sure.
He's going to
Yeah,
be
he's got
too
some
good.
great moves.
Yes.
You're
Oh,
what
there's
is it,
Brenda.
Brenda?
Brenda's in the Facebook group. Good night, Brenda. Get to sleep.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
Look
Brenda.
at that. She thanked everybody except me. So, oh well, I'm not feeling the
Wow,
love
2
there.
a.m.
I think it's because she tagged me in Facebook the other day in the Facebook group and I didn't reply because I didn't have time. I'm sorry. Keith says, get Bradley hooked on Tim Tams. No, please, no. I have enough weaknesses as it is.
2
Awesome.
a.m. on the East Coast. Good night, all. Yeah, thank
Good
you so much.
night. Good night,
staying
East
with us
Coasters.
Oh, like
yeah,
a Kit.
for
You
this
see,
long.
Kit Kat is my favorite chocolate almost. So yeah, it's game over for me. All
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a bit
you're
like
gonna love it
There
there.
we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you want to sign up for Helium 10, here's a shameless plug of my affiliates, Asian Seller 10. You can use that code for 10% off. And Helium 10 is, of course, an amazing tool, awesome tool. I totally love it. And Margaret and Kevin also, that's the only tool that they use. So we highly recommend it, especially if you're new and starting out. It's a great investment to your business. So definitely check it out. Okay,
Well, then you'll be
Bradley.
able to go down all the rabbit holes that Bradley's been.
Exactly, and find all of those great products that have good.
Bradley? Where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit?
I don't know. I don't have any.
Where's the rabbit?
I have a coffin shelf here. Though.
And
Is
that's
that
good.
the only one left?
Yeah.
Is that the last one in stock? Is it the last one in stock?
It is. I mean, because it's not in stock right now. This litter, and the reason why it's here is because of my warehouse. But look, it was a damaged box, so that's why I got it right here. But yeah.
Awesome.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys
Okay,
later,
great.
and thank you for
Next
having
week,
that
Bradley.
Bye. Thanks, Bradley.
code there,
Yeah.
Megala. Because me being the amazing salesman, I didn't even think to get a code to talk about Helium 10. But anyways, I'll see you guys
I did
later.
nothing, no worries.
Bye.
Good to
Take
catch
care.
up again, Bradley.
Thanks, Bradley.
Bye. Bye.
Wow. We've done it again. It's only 3.5 hours today.
Is that all? Megla, we're going to have to buy you a watch. Every time you tell me we're going to, this is the schedule. This is the schedule, and we're not on the schedule.
Well, you guys have to stop me. You should send me private chat messages.
No, we're just in awe of all the products and the people, the way they present, and
Right.
we just sit back and we're just in awe.
Yeah, guys, we've still got about 70 people watching over here. So thank you so much for sticking around for so long with us. What do you guys think? I mean, tell us what we can do better. I mean, that's what I'm always looking for. What else can we do to improve the whole show, the experience? We're trying new things every time. We're trying to get somebody like other than a supplier. So tomorrow we've got 4 suppliers, plus we've got Samiksha who's going to be talking about logistics and all. So is the movie over? Else hand me the popcorn.
Meg, hey guys, let us know what are the products you might want to see that we're not even thinking of. We haven't sort of looked in that particular area yet. We'd love to chase up some new factories for you all.
Exactly. And, yesterday somebody posted in the group about what was the product? Stones or something, right?
Meditation stones.
Meditation stones. Yeah. And we've already found a cool supplier. We're going to reach out to them soon. So if you do have any specific products you're looking for, let us know, and we're definitely we'll be able to reach out to them. And
Mark, there's Jiga.
Oh, yes.
is there.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not the same one.
No, before.
No, it is.
Before.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Comments are going here. Jigar.
Say hello, Mark.
Hello, how are you? Yes, he's watching. I was speaking to him
Susan
yesterday.
is saying this was a great sourcing meeting. Love the tours and hearing the suppliers talk about their products. It was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't change a thing. Looking forward to tomorrow already. Oh, awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. And my son is not on the door now. Yes, you have to take her credit card away. She posted that comment during the show and I couldn't get it up there. Jason is fantastic as usual. Having Bradley was a real value add too. Yes, and Jason, we have to have you on the show as well. So
for sure.
We're going to talk to you for the next show, definitely. Like more information about sourcing or sourcing agent organizations? Yeah, definitely. Actually, Margaret is talking to a sourcing agent organization soon, so we can probably set something up with them. And we've got some very good sourcing agents in the group as well. We can probably get them too. Make India great again, Miga. That'll be our hashtag now. Awesome, cool.
Hey guys, look at the factory when we looked at the Gura factory.
Yeah,
How big was that? How clean and modern. I think people think that India is somehow sort of behind. If you look at some of the factory, you always expect like a clutter but like looking at the layout of that factory, it was just so clean, and it looked like it could big massive production, what you expect.
Yeah. And there are all sorts of factories in India. There are the smaller workshop kind factories that are messy and unclean and all, but there are, on the other hand, really large professional export focused factories that are Walmart certified and all. So those are the kinds of companies that we are trying to look for, and those are the types of companies that you should also try to search for. Just installed shoulder harness to lap belt and Mark.
Hey Mark, watch out for your new T-shirt.
We wanted to tell us that the air cargo prices are falling.
Yeah,
you're dreaming, Mark.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon, Mark. I mean, it all depends on when overall, international travel and all is going to open up. So
they're going to fall for a while.
Yeah.
Sadly.
All right. Well, awesome. So this has been so much fun. I think this is probably the show that I've enjoyed the most of the three that we've done so far, or, the episodes that we've done. So we will see everybody tomorrow at the same time. And we've got another really good set of suppliers tomorrow. We've got a glass factory. And who else do we have tomorrow?
I can't remember.
Oh, we've got Jagbir from Panipat, some more furniture.
Yeah, Panipat, the man from Panipat.
Yeah, the glass factory is really good.
Yeah, the glass will be
excellent.
Safe from fibers.
What about the link that the man from the glass?
Oh, the furniture factory. So tomorrow we've got
that's really fantastic.
Furniture factory.
Yeah. Sorry, RUJ. Yeah.
Yes, RUJ.
And come on, Megla, there's one more, wasn't there? And there's one more. One more.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Hey, Megla, what about the glass factory? The man, he's got the link. That normally the link goes outside and shows you everything outside, but he's got a link that shows you everything inside.
Inside.
Does a walk around the showroom.
Yeah.
Amazing. Google Maps, and you can actually go inside the factory and go up close and look at all the products. So that's pretty good.
We'll have fun with that tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to send out the catalogs tomorrow after tomorrow's show. So I'll send out all of them together. I wish I had the tea for one product that was showcased to be good with a Tim Tam right now.
They were awesome. I'd love to visit that factory. Their products. I mean, bone china. I remember my mother and my grandmother and Margaret's mother too had bone china items in a glass cabinet that nobody could touch. And only when we got like royal visitors, like special family members or a special family, that she would bring those cups and saucers and teapot. Only came out of the cupboard for special occasions.
Yeah.
But when he was showing us, and I'd forgotten how, when it's transparent, the real bone china was, and when they were showing you, it took me back to seeing that years ago.
A long time ago.
But to bring that technology that they're doing in India from when they made Royal Dalton and all those things, only in England, and now they do it in India is, you know, fantastic that they've transported that technology across the world.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. And the prices are pretty good. I mean, if you look at those cups and, you know, the mugs, coffee mugs and all, the prices are pretty good. So they're not, you know, bank-breaking prices as such, given the quality of the products.
I was surprised on their prices. I expected them to be a lot more expensive. I mean, they're just beautiful. And I mean, you would be able to do a backstory on that on your Amazon EBC and sell that, and, you know, probably get $50 for a set of coffee mugs because of, you know, the uniqueness and the story and everything else compared to, you know, the Kmart type special ones that you're going to be selling for 25.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right, mate. 5 years ago.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And we will see you again tomorrow. Take care, Kevin and Mark. And I'll see you again tomorrow.
You too,
Bye,
mate.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.